since I was fully vaccinated, I was only sick for those 2 days. Maybe this is just a
The
long
cold.
hauling symptom.
The cold.
It's been 2 months.
Yeah, we'll get fucked.
Wish I could get fucked. Anywho.
Yeah, don't we all?
I wonder where my nuts will be in the morning. Hopefully, right where they are now.
You're wondering whose nuts will be in where? What?
No, it's a comedian, Ben Bailey. He was making a joke about how fucking squirrels hate birds because, like, not only can they fly, but humans also build houses for them. And they're like, where am I? You build a fucking penthouse for the birds? Where are my nuts gonna be in the morning? And then he just, like, did a quick segue to, now that's a question every man should ask themselves before going out in the night.
Oh my
Looking
God.
into the mirror and going, where are my nuts going to be in the morning? And the best answer is, hopefully, right where they are now, but a little lighter.
Alright, I'm gonna kill all of you guys this campaign.
Yes!
I'm okay with that.
Perfection.
I would say you can try, but it probably won't be that hard.
Alright, and Basilisk.
Mmm.
I just don't want to look at it. I think it's a CR2, I think?
The problem with it is looking at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You guys give me plenty of time to now for me to adjust my battle.
I was attempting.
I can't remember where we were last week.
And that,
Oh, right. We were
I'll
trying to-
recap
Oh,
shortly.
wait.
If
Fuck. I
Pat
named
wants to
this
get us
wrong.
ready.
Did you name it Moral Crusaders?
No, I named it Realm of Devourer episode 6, but I said Storm the Keep. Because I was thinking about what we were doing on Sunday, and then because we were talking about it. So I'm like, yeah, we're storming the keep, and then I just now realized, wait a minute, no, we're not. Oh well, we're storming the keep. Apparently, we're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it live.
Oh,
All right, so
there is
Justin's
Mount
campaign
Sacred
is
Keep,
there.
and we're going right next to that. Hey, yeah, let's just invade Mount Sacred Keep. Just for the
We're not
title.
that close.
We will be.
Oh, man.
No, we won't. Look where we are. We're at the
Everything's
Devourer's Delve, you bastard.
You can just.
That's
go
just
there.
like half a year away. You're fine. Nah,
That's-
it's like
that's
a
a-
week.
that's
It's
a-
like way more than a week
That's a
travel,
few
actually.
weeks away.
2, 3,
We can skip
4,
ahead.
5. Oh yeah, that's several weeks. You guys won't even get to Castle Paradise for another 2 weeks. So yeah, that's at least a month away. Mount Sacred.
Skip ahead.
All right. So
Fiery
are we ready?
Keep
Are we
right
ready
here.
for me to recap?
Right
Yes,
here, Fiery
please.
Keep.
Oh boy, what to recap? That was quite a bit last session. Give me a second.
We slept through
Because
most of it.
because dumb me didn't write. I always like make like point notes, like oh this one point happened, and then I have to remember like,
What
So the
else?
child almost got kicked down the stairs, but why did the child almost get kicked down the stairs? Why was he trying to get into a little boy's room? See, I have to think about my notes because I write them in the midst of everything.
Then fucking keep better notes. What do you want from us?
Well, I plan on like rewatching the streams, and I just never do.
Well, that's your own damn fault.
All right, so I believe we left off. So what happened at the last episode was you guys got down to the teleportation room. Lizard folk met ya. Guys examined the room, got sent to about a day and a half away from Devourer's Delve. You guys enter Devourer's Delve with an open invitation. Not really, you guys just walk right in, really. Thesdis goes to try to find the shittiest bar in town to find. Ivory and Astra go about their day trying to find the college, and Rowan does Rowan things and
Find their way in the college, actually.
Yeah, Rowan finds a shopkeep. Finds a few shops to buy potions. Potions, seven.
Tries to convince them to go on a date, and they're
Hey,
just confused.
we're getting there. We're getting there. So I'll go character by character on what happened per character. So Thesdis, you were greeted by what you thought was a shitty bar. Two men bare
incompetent
naked
owners.
wrestling. bare naked wrestling on the ground. Took you a while to get noticed, until you noticed a nice, interesting portrait on the wall.
No, I figured that that's who they were.
You know, they questioned you what you're doing, why you thought they were ugly, and then eventually they served you a drink.
I didn't
which
say
turned out to be
they were ugly. I said their bar was ugly.
Yeah, what did I say? That they thought they thought you thought they were ugly. That's what I said. So, after getting a nice drink, you kind of questioned them a little bit and, you know, gave them some nice coinage.
Mm-hmm.
Waited there for a little bit until then you kind of noticed that the place actually really picks up in the afternoon, in the evening. And then your two Dragonborn friends, come by and explain their story slightly, and then tell you that if you want any
They
information
explain
on...
shit. What do you mean?
They
They told me do something for them, and then they would give me information.
Yeah, so there you go. So they said that, hey, if you want information on the pages, you need to go to the Mount Sacred, top of the mountain, and get them some bone.
It just sounds like a bad drug deal.
I mean, you're not really, yeah. I mean, you don't get the drugs until after. So, and then you know you leave, and then you meet up with Ivory and Astra. No, that's not right. I'll go to Ivory and Astra because you leave the bar after getting some fine ale that you usually can only drink at the mountain. Ivory and Astra try. Well, it's more Astra, I guess. Tries to get into the college after finding out that you need a letter of recommendation from a wizard. You guys,
Unspecified wizard.
any
That
wizard,
apparently
they said.
anybody knows. Well,
Any
reputable.
wizard. Yeah, reputable. That's like.
That's
any
not any wizard!
Try your luck. Fuck off.
Well, they did, and then they got a fucking LARPer.
It sounds like my school. That makes me mad.
Ivory, you ended up in a shop that was primarily illusionist.
Uh-oh.
Met an interesting woman. And she told you that you need to learn a level 4 spell in order to a particular level 4 spell for her to write you a letter of recommendation without an apprenticeship.
Thank God.
After being like, ah, fuck, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go see what Rowan's doing.
Because you first told us a level 9 spell.
Yeah, no, it was level 5.
No, I'm pretty sure it was
No,
level. I'm pretty sure it was level
No, it
at
was
least
level
7.
No, it was level 5. I looked it up. It was
It
level
was
5.
it's a level 5 spell, but you have to be level 9 to get
To
level
get it,
5
yeah.
spells.
I didn't know that because I don't know all the spell scaling yet. I'm still new to knowing all the classes. And I really haven't played that many spellcasters.
Mm-hmm. Spellcaster's really hard though.
Astra, on the other hand, really tried going to one guy who was really into the whole Devourer franchise. Really wanted him to catch him a pixie. And then after Astra did some fine, convinced him of something else. I don't have very good
Convince
notes
him
on how
that
that whole
he's
thing went.
already that Astra's already met the.
Oh yeah, that he already met the
I told him
Devourer.
that I already met the Devourer and how it all was.
Yep, and he said he would write you a letter of recommendation if you tell him about the Devourer. You proceeded to tell him enough information for him to write you said letter. Take it back to the woman that's on top of the steps of the college and almost get yeeted from said steps by said woman. And you go and try to find another person that'll help you, and you found an old furball.
Who's higher than a fucking kite, me boy?
I proceeded to ask him quite a few questions, ended up pissing off the apprentice where he kind of left running and crying, and then you proceeded to ask the old furball exactly how to find this young child. And then you decided to adventure throughout the town trying to find the child with the assistance of Rowan. To track
Why am
down
I not
said child.
surprised by this point, Justin?
He is a bounty hunter, so you picked the right person. Because you didn't end up finding
I
him.
mean Justin personally.
You ended up finding the apprentice next door.
Oh,
Who was
Justin.
that?
Justin. You really? I was joking, Justin. I was. Are you crying?
And then Astra, you ended up finding the small child and proceeded to try to convince him how to get powers just like yourself.
tried.
And he told you, he kept trying to tell you to leave him alone, and then eventually he was just like, fine, fuck it. Why not? I'll pick up what you're selling.
Thought he said he talked to her about it tomorrow.
Yeah, him. The apprentice was a him.
Yeah, that's what he said to her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The fuck?
Astra's a little girl. Keep forgetting Thesdis is a woman too.
Yeah.
With that raspy voice.
You're welcome. Yeah.
But and it was an enchanter's. Yeah, so then you went back and I'm trying to remember. I believe the enchanter the one that told you that if you were able to cast 2 spells at once, you'd be able to get access, or was it the? I think it was the woman actually of the college.
It was the enchanter.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay. But yeah, because you tested a spell with him and he's like, oh, that'll still kind of weak. Oh, what if I cast it? What if I cast 2 of them? Like, oh, that might do it.
I thought it was the illusionary terrain one.
yeah.
No, Astra encountered the enchanter, the Furbolg,
Mm.
and you didn't want to be an apprentice either. So you were like, yeah, what if I cast 2 spells at once? And Furbolg's like, Rowan, trying to get wet, his dick wet, talking to a potion seller. He's gonna meet her at 10 a.m. and then he assisted Astra with her shenanigans, trying to, you know. What?
I thought it was PM.
11 p.m.
Yeah,
You said
Yeah,
10 a.m.
that's when you met her.
You said
I'm starting from whatever, 10 p.m. Fuck out of here. 11 p.m. No, you're right. It is 11. I have it written down. Okay, so yeah, you talked to the potion seller, bought some potions, and then kind of proceeded to loiter until, you know, she got off. And then, you know, you hung out with Ivory for a little bit, and then Astra came by asking you, hey, you wanna stalk this child and help me track him down? And you're like, fucking hell yeah, I can't find a better time to waste my time is to spend time with this little fucking girl and find this little boy. Sounds like a good time. And then you proceeded to also try to boost Astra up to the window. And a whole bunch of other shenanigans in a back alley.
We have a good party here, boys.
Good thing there's a lot of things that are legal. Oh, and then before I forget... I'm going to repeat the conditions for Devourer's Delve. No fights in businesses. Businesses delegate rules. No conditions on the streets, but whatever mess you make, you are responsible for. No damage to property. No taking bounty posters. And that's where we'll leave it. I would say it's probably it's more like the evening now.
And I think I asked Ivory if he wanted to join me for a drink at that establishment.
Sorry, I muted myself. I would probably go with him, but I probably wouldn't get anything.
Even, I'd tell him that this place has stuff that is more impressive than you'd expect.
Which also means it's expensive.
Not particularly. Oh, why can't I hear myself twice?
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, then you wouldn't mind paying then.
I'm not paying for your drink. I'm getting the wrong voice.
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to buy gear, which I need money for, which I don't have nearly enough.
Fair enough.
Okay, what does everyone else do?
If he's not gonna drink with me tonight, I'd probably not. I'd probably be like, whatever. I'm gonna find myself a library since it's still not that late in the evening. Or wait, is it late in the evening now?
It's 6 p.m. It's probably like 6 or 7 p.m.
Yeah. Then I shall
Probably say 7 p.m.
go to a library. I would
All right.
know that I would not have any like sway politically with the college, given the fact that I'm connected with the church. Right.
You can try. You've never been this far, right? I believe you told me you haven't been this far before.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right. Yeah.
So you would know how the college would react to a cleric of your standing. But if you want, you can give me a would that be a history check, I think, to see if the cleric said anything about the college.
You said history.
Yeah.
I would know this. Wait, actually, I might have it. Given my, I forget what anthropologist gives
Try
me.
to argue it.
I
Try to
forget
argue it.
what anthropologist gives me. But theoretically, wouldn't the study of people and the knowledge on where to find it be something that I would be very interested and be looking into constantly?
I mean, you're more into like the history of the realm. From my
I'm,
understanding of your characters, is that you're more interested in the history of the realm when it comes to the Fae Queen.
I use it. I use her as a reason because she's one of the best ways to get any information.
Okay, do you think the college would be something that Thesdis would be that she would
If
be
it has
interested in?
information, because she's willing to find information from not only the Fae Queen but as well as the as I said, like the only reason why she's following the Fae Queen is for the information that
I would say
you can
it's
get from
more.
it.
So you're more interested. So the Fae Queen's offering you a history about the realm. That's it. That's the reason why you're following her, because we haven't really talked about that.
Yeah, for the most part, like
How did this realm come to be?
yeah, how
It
everything
started
fell
with
apart.
her.
Yeah, how everything fell apart and everything like that.
Well, I mean, if you were to listen to what what clerics would say and stuff when it pertains to the mage college, you still wouldn't really be able to hear much. You'd hear mostly clerics that were biased towards it. Those are the ones that talked most about it. So your understanding, would you recollect, they're a bunch of shithead, narcissistic pricks that
So
think they're
I'll-
better than the Fae Queen. That think they're better than the Fae Queen.
Mm.
And that's what the Nat one.
Okay.
So as far as you know, you feel like if you enter the college, you're going to get your shit rocked. Like it's Crips against Bloods.
Fantastic. Is there? I forget if I asked this to the gentlemen that I still have yet to get their names from when I asked them. But is there like a room thing?
A room thing
Yeah, like rooms.
for rent?
Yes.
I believe you asked them that, and they said that the only room they had were theirs that are upstairs.
That's very helpful.
Because I think you asked that. Because you asked for a private room. You asked for a private
Yeah,
room.
I asked
like,
for
no,
a private.
we only have like they said they only have the room with the beer and the room for them. That's it. Otherwise,
Okay.
the rest of the area is a bar.
Gotcha.
As I'm not speaking my mix of hick and such.
You're fine.
'Cause I couldn't get my Irish and hick down, so they decided to switch. Anyways, all right. So you're going back to the bar.
We already were at the bar, so I was just wondering if there was a room.
All right. So
But if
so
there's not,
you're at the bar, and so is Ivory.
yeah. But
You guys
since I'm considering going to checking out the library, I'm like, well, I suppose I would like to try see if I could get myself into the library. If you wish to watch me get my ass chewed out.
Well, it's pretty late. They're probably closed at this point.
Actually, I believe you actually know that already.
I don't.
The administrative hours are already closed.
I wasn't told that. I wasn't close enough.
Mm.
I'm the one who knows.
Yep. Yes, fair enough. You want to find a different library then in the city?
Yeah, why not?
All right, roll me a survival to see if you
Okay.
find it.
In the meantime, while we are uh while we are going towards there, I would actually strike up a conversation.
You'll strike up a conversation with Ivory.
Yeah.
All right.
Um.
I will say with that nat 20, I want you because I want you guys to go in on it before I have to say anything. Uh, Thesdus, you're finding your way there pretty quickly, but for some reason Ivory's speed walking there ahead of you because he
Okay.
knows for some reason he knows exactly where it is.
He can
I have
he's
no
very
smell
idea
cool.
why, but
So
it's
he's
right here.
yeah,
he
so he's
can
very
smell the
confident.
books.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say that. So he's speed walking there because he's like,
Okay.
I know where it is, and you're like, "Well, I think I know where it is, but I'll follow this guy.
All right. Um.
The only
Yeah.
nat 20 I'll get.
Yeah. I was like, so what does this power that you are looking for, the the dragon power, what does it pertain and end up to?
What?
What is the end goal for the dragon power? You and the others following the Devourer. What does it do? What does it look like? Because from what I
Well,
can tell, it just makes you bigger.
I am more interested in the wing portion of it because I would like to fly further and faster. Honestly, I just like flying. But
But
the thing about using something like a fly spell is I can only do it for so many times a day, so often.
I see.
And with these, I can only go so far. All the others are probably in it for the power and the strength or whatever, but that's just a bonus, really.
So not to collect your lost heritage or anything like that.
No.
Interesting. Strange enough for that. I'm mostly curious. Because for all the people that I have seen on the working for the Devourer, looking for this power, strangely there have still been no reports or sighting of any dragons returning, as
Well,
far as I've been aware of. So I have to wonder whether or not there is as much of a limit to the power, or a reason why once you get to
so
that point.
from what I understand from his words, is there is a limit to what he can do. But because I'm already, how would you say, scaled, he can do a little bit more with me than he could someone else. Is probably the best way I could put it.
I have a slight problem with how he worded that then, because most of the people that I have seen with the power that you're describing have also been Dragonborn, except for Roderick. There are two paladins who have been excommunicated from my order that were also Dragonborns, who are further along than you. And one very large man inside the Delge itself, or the bar of the Devourer himself.
Bar in the watch.
Yeah, on the watch. One of the men that had all of his tattoo filled in.
Almost. He had, I think, 4. 4 or 5.
So interesting that it did not seem to change much, given the fact that they had the same, as you said, scaled advantage.
Maybe it just comes down to overconfidence. They bit off more than they could chew one day. I mean, a person with that much strength at some point probably will. Okay, I gotta close my windows. I'll be right fucking back.
Okay.
Or stab. I can't tell if that's.
Oh, well, he's gone real quick. Next Friday is canceled.
Okay.
I'm going to be visiting a friend in Mankato. Just wanted to remind everyone that. Oh, and my party's on the 23rd. If you can make it, great. If you can't, it's all good. I will be there at my parents' house all day, though.
I wish I could make it.
Really loud music.
Well, if you wanted to come in the afternoon, you could, but I can see why you wouldn't want to drive 45 minutes just to say hi and leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to remind everyone 23rd.
Maybe
am I
if you
going
want to
away?
come party out and me at Josh's.
I'm down for that too. I don't give a fuck.
I still have alcohol that I can't drink, so you're free to it.
You can't drink? Why?
Well, I just can't stomach it.
I still have to give you back your black bottle of Norwegian rum.
Oh, you didn't like that?
Fuck no!
Put it on ice. That's what I said.
I did put it on fucking ice, and I think you're a liar.
Maybe I just had no taste buds back then because I
Yeah,
was
straight-
drinking rum like all the fucking time.
I'm also able to like buy the expensive shit, and I have like that like aged barrel whiskey and bourbon. That shit on ice, immaculate. That shit, it burns like a motherfucker.
But it's so good.
You can have it then. I still have it. I've only taken maybe like 4 shots. I looked at my mom's camper.
And
And
then
those people
she
are
drank
alcoholic.
it. They tried to drink it,
called
and
the
they didn't
black
like
bottle
it.
of that.
No, I was
Black
talking about the
bottle of
whiskey.
that.
I was talking about
Oh.
the whiskey.
All right. I hear you. I think I might have. I think I might get like a nice expensive bottle of whiskey too for my party, just like for me to sip on. But I'll definitely give you a small glass if you want one.
Oh hell yeah! I'll definitely take a sip of that.
Yeah. But I just wanted to mention that next week Friday canceled because I'm going to a friend in Mankato's, and then 23rd, just a friendly reminder. If you guys can make it, great. If not, then it. Maybe I'll plan something with you, Austin, with you and Josh at your place.
All right.
Maybe we could do like a one-off or something, and then we can have the crew together for a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
But
Do
we can talk
whatever-
about that later.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you guys let me know when you guys are done talking. I'll let you guys know what you find.
Okay. My only point was to bring up, be careful with the deals that are made. Yes. You do not want to make one that's hasty. That does not benefit you in the end. Just in the beginning and the middle.
Well, until I can unlock the secret of immortality, I will stick with that.
Immortality is unnecessary.
I mean, I'm already fucking 30. I live about the average age of a human.
I live even less. Who needs life when you can figure out all the secrets before then?
Ah, yes. Figure out all the secrets and let it all just rot away into the dust in your final moments.
That's what books are for. Or having someone, a companion to share that knowledge with.
Books can be misinterpreted, and people can twist things.
So you
Whether-
find good companions.
Ah, yes, but the people they pass it on to, and then them, and then them, until it becomes nothing like it used to look like before.
Indeed.
All right, you guys start to see a mud hut has library written on it.
I'm going to start hesitating there. I'm like, are you sure this is the place?
Do you see the sign?
Unfortunately.
Not every good library is made out of fucking marble.
Uh,
That should be coming as a kind of a quite a bit of an insult to you, Thestis. Your libraries are literally immaculated in marble.
every library I've
That's
seen
all,
has been.
that's all I know. That's like your
That
standard.
that is standard where I'm from. Where he's from too, actually.
Yeah, but I have
I
a feeling
mean,
Ivory
hey-
gets around more than you.
Quite literally, how I used to make most of my money is traveling street performer.
I didn't know that. So yeah, you'd actually be so Ivory. You would even have this little. Give me an insight check real quick.
I can't remember. I don't.
Both of
think
us just Ivory.
community-
No, just Ivory because I want to give him a little information since you just told me now that he travels a little bit.
I traveled a little bit. I don't know how far I would have traveled.
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna tell you what your standard is then. This is like everything. Everything's pretty much marble in his opinion. Anything that's worth anything is pretty much marble.
Yeah, everything else was pretty much run down that I've seen, like, or broken.
Yeah, you
like
would
a,
say
like a dismantled civilization was pretty much my
You've
only
seen-
other reference besides what's in the pyramid.
if you were to see like a really nice, well-built log cabin, you would still think it's like a poor man's hut.
So this is still pretty bad.
Yeah. Or like a cabin getaway for priests, and still it's still not a high standard. Ivory. Yeah, in your opinion, you only find marble, like marble structures, like for libraries, in the sacred part of the world. When you get closer to like Castle Paradise and that area, yeah, there's a little bit between a mix. There's more wood there, but here, how you would notice that like things that they don't consider worth building are made out of mud. Like places that are pretty much like orphanages and places
Good
people
to
don't.
know.
People that typically don't want the least important structures are made of mud and sticks.
Good to know that the children are very well taken care of.
Well, there's no, I'm not even gonna get into that yet.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't understand the whole world yet. I mean, the person you can. Why don't you ask Rowan how orphanages are in this world? He would be the best one to ask.
He's not here right now, is he?
No, he's not. So hurry up.
We
so
haven't found an orphanage yet, so
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
before
know
we get
that it's
to-
built out of mud.
Before we get to the library, I'm gonna go to Rowan and Astra so they can participate. Rowan and Astra, what do you guys do?
I would be heading back to back to a bar so that I can where we are staying.
Oh, bye-bye. Welcome back.
I'd be heading back to where we are staying.
You guys never really established where you were staying.
No,
did
we
you?
have never established.
You would all know that there are plenty of brothels and inns. The inns would be more expensive than the brothels because of the services they provide. I think I said that when you guys entered.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No,
That's what you told
I
me
do-
when
I
I was
do-
looking for shit.
Well, all of their postings are outside because they want their services known, not to get confused with the inns. Like, if you're a brothel, you're gonna want to be like, hey, yeah, like, there are women and men here if you're interested. Don't think that you can just like, sleep.
Well,
here.
you can't fuck robots. Wow, I thought this was 21st century.
Not this fucking place. This place is still feudal.
I will ask Rowan if he knows where an inn is.
So Rowan, that question means inn. But you would know there are two different kinds of places you can stay that are classified as an inn, brothels or like a hotel. and they scale from really cheap and bad in quality to really good and immaculate. Proceed with that knowledge. You'd be used to staying in brothels because those would give you the most information on your bounties. By the way.
Well, I've been here before. Probably. Hey, I know of a nice place where we can go. Well, maybe not someone of your... Well, then again, you aren't necessarily... Let's go to this place. Okay.
You're gonna need to tell me first. Is it a? You can message me if you want to make this funnier. If you want it to be a, if it is a brothel or an inn.
Yes, a brothel.
All right, and you're saying like a good place. So are you thinking like a clean place or where the women are good?
Yes.
All right, roll me a d4. Roll me a d4 and tell me if you're even or odds.
Even.
All right. Walk around a little bit. And you find a pretty nice place. It has like a nice warm exterior. Makes you want to go in and check it out. Has no name. It just looks like a normal house. There's not much noise coming from the building.
You ready?
Yeah.
Be scared.
Rowan doesn't know either yet, so that's so I'll keep it in suspense. So you enter.
Yes.
There's a shirtless man behind the counter. And he goes, "Howdy."
I didn't know your taste went this way, Rowan.
I think this place might have changed hands from the last time I was here.
I just want him to say, desperately say, nope.
And the guy behind the counter goes, "What do you mean?"
Or I might just be wrong where I am in the city.
Oh, are you one of those folks that lean only one way? Alrighty then. And you hear you hear a pat underneath the counter, and a woman stands up. She's like, "Oh hey!"
Well, howdy.
And you recognize this woman. She's usually the one behind the desk. Bro, oh my God, is that Rowan?
Oh my god. Shaniqua?
Fucking.
She has a pissed off look in her face. That is the other woman. I guess it's hard to get to know all of our names, but at least I thought I was special.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Rosemary.
She goes, "Ah!" And she runs to the back, and he's like, and the guy's kind of just looking at you like, "So a room for two?"
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
I'll text
Let's
my
go
number.
find somewhere else.
And he looks immediately at you and at the child, and he's like, "Oh my God.
No,
I would-
no. No.
Get out now. Before I call the owner. I'll make sure to let her know what you are coming in with." Seeing the underaged woman, but next to
What's-
you, trying to
what
enter a
all is-
brothel.
Are there, like, bottles of booze on the counter?
There's like shot glasses. There's like a couple shots next, like on like a table in the seating area, like just shot.
Or is there, like a rack of booze behind him?
No. Just room keys behind him. So no liquor. There, like I said, there are shots on like a sitting table next to you, like a place for people to kind of sit and wait. That's the only booze you're gonna get. Otherwise, behind him is just a velvet wall with varying keys, and each one has like a different kind of lanyard to it. Like one's a leather lanyard, one's like a rabbit's tail. Another one's a wooden, like a little wooden plank.
gonna knock shit over with me.
All right, so you leave.
Yes.
Do you want to go to another place that's not a brothel now?
I will follow him.
Oh God. So after that experience, what do you do, Rowan?
Another brothel. Wasn't even a rod.
You roll me a this roll me a history check.
Here it is.
That is just
Ah,
fuck. All right. You end up outside of a pink brothel. It looks kid friendly. And you've heard rumors about this place, but you've never been in it.
What kind of rumors?
That the inside very much matches the outside, and it's considered
And
a
the-
brothel.
And the tastes are just as well.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Too late.
I don't know. Pink isn't really my color. Let's go find someplace else.
I think pink looks rather good on you, Rowan.
Pink with a baby blue trim.
Oh, it's an awful building.
Yeah, it's the orphanage.
Oh God! Wait, no, actually.
That was a joke, but now I don't want it to be because it just adds to the fucked up part. Of
Oh,
it. That would have been great, but oh no, it's not. It's not though.
that's not great. Not at
Go
all.
in there. Let me see the girls.
Oh God.
Do you actually?
No. No.
I
You,
thought I expected more.
you fat bastard.
Oh,
All right, so you give me another history.
God.
Get back. I'll give you advantage this
Ah!
time. What the fuck?
Is that another brothel?
He's only looking for brothels until he tells me otherwise. He ends up outside of an establishment
I hate the word. I hate the word.
that has quite a few light colors, but you know it's this cascade between blue, orange, green, yellow. Kind of like different kind of different trims and such. Like each floor had like one floor has like blue, the other one purple for trim. It's all one big blue building. But the trim of the windows and frames scale with different light colors. Like it's all blue, but you got purple, orange, yellow, green.
How about this, Astra? If this place is a bust, then you lead the way to another place where we can stay.
Okay,
Astra, can you remind me what race you are?
I'm a no.
Perfect.
How tall are you?
Not. That's the
But-
point.
But you
2
still
feet.
told me you're a child though, right?
Yes.
I want to say you did tell me you're a child. Okay, I wanted to make sure because I was just thinking.
Yeah, no,
maybe you
he's
just-
still a
you're
child.
like,
9-year-old
you're like-
gnome.
Like 2 feet high.
Yes.
All right, so you enter.
Yeah. The road's
It's
going
like
up,
the
going
size of my computer.
I'm
There's
glad
a-
you said computer because I had a sinking feeling you were gonna say something else.
Okay, so you enter and there is a
Wish it was 2
gnomish.
feet.
There's a gnomish woman with a whole bunch of cleavage behind the counter.
Hello there, miss.
Hi.
Stop!
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Stop!
that. After I said it once, I'm not doing it. Nope. It's too cringe. Thank you. Hi.
You hi.
Room for 2?
Uh,
I'll take my own.
Well, we have other members of the party that.
Jesus, what the fuck?
Spider.
So a room for many? Or do you only need one bed?
Sorry, my grandma's here. She wants to say hi. I had to put hands
I'll go back to Thesdus and Ivory.
That's what the scream was.
That's horrible because they're entering a brothel with a gnome.
I thought you were just gonna say.
And he's like, hang on, let me put
a
some
room.
bands on real quick.
Yeah, all I'm hearing is a room for men.
Yeah, just imagine what his grandma heard. Anyways, we're going to just, we'll get back to them then.
Okay.
Ivory and Thesdus, you both enter the library. And it's just it's a little, like, very dim candlelight. It's probably around 8. It's probably almost 8 o'clock now, so the sun's kind of starting to set. You can see that this place is pretty much illuminated by the sun. With how little candlelight's in it.
Gotcha.
If you want to, let me know what you guys do, and I'll let you know when to give me perception checks.
I guess I'm just gonna look to see what all they have, like if they have a general overview somewhere about what they have.
Alright, give me your perception.
Give me a moment.
Ivory, what are you looking for, if anything? Or are you helping Thesdus?
I'd probably give him the help action.
You're not looking for anything in particular?
No, not really.
Okay.
You'd find an old, like, travel brochure for Devourer's Delve.
That
A lot,
not helpful for
lot
this
of-
certain library that I'm looking into.
A lot of the books are either damaged, torn up, shells empty. It's not very big either. Like I said, it's kind of like basically a mud hut. There's one person that's like asleep in the corner.
I'll go up to the person and I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna snap right in their face.
I probably just like turn around the corner. You gotta let the poor man sleep. I'm assuming it's a man because you just said person.
It's a trident. Or a what is it? What are those?
Yeah,
things
trident.
called? Yeah, trident.
If it's a fish person.
Yeah, it's a trident.
I'm assuming it's a man because you just said person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
give-
I'm not very good with female voices, obviously. So
I'm
I feel
assuming,
weird in acting. Yeah, so go ahead. Yeah, it's a man. It's a male trident.
I was just like, you gotta let the poor man sleep.
Well, it is your job to man the library, is it not?
No, it's not.
Then why?
I'm a,
you
yeah.
I'm a volunteer.
Then that is your job that you have volunteered for.
Oh, are you paying me? I didn't know that. You know, donation boxes are right up front. Otherwise, if you want to put money in my hand and he extends his hand, you can just give it to me directly. Otherwise, if not, you can fuck off and I'll go back to sleep.
Volunteering for a job is still having a job.
I don't give a fuck what this is. It's just a place to sleep that's not outside where people can rob me.
And then
Kind of sits back down. Kind of tries to get comfortable.
I was going to ask you if you had any particular books that I would be able to find, given your expertise, but now I'm wondering whether or not you are even worth it.
Okay, you want to ask me the fucking question or not, lizard girl?
I'm just gonna smile and lean in real close. I'd prefer some respect.
Respect, is that what you said?
Yes.
And he gets even closer. And I respect, and I'm
What? You cut out.
that right, sweetheart. He
Like
kind of sits back.
You cut out completely.
Oh, he said, and I would rather come home to a warm body to lay next to at night. But we can't have everything we want now, can we, sweetheart? And he leans back into his chair.
I would suggest not robbing the graveyard then.
What'd you say? You kind of cut out for me too.
I said I would suggest not robbing the graveyard then.
Uh,
Is he cutting out for everybody else?
Yep.
Wait for him to
yeah,
cut back in.
you're not from around here, are you? The graveyard's outside, but not that you would know. You seem like you're new here, so I'll lighten you up real
Does he
quick.
not see the bone shield?
Yeah, he sees it just fine.
Okay.
I feel like you're like this should intimidate anyone that sees it. You think you're the only one that shows up with a bone shield once in a while? It's fuck's
Yeah.
sake, people could wear human skin as a costume and no one would give a shit.
That's fair enough.
So you must be new here, so I'll enlighten you. If you want help, you usually have to pay for it or know someone in town to give it to you. I don't know you, and you're already showing me disrespect by immediately waking me up. Now, your Dragonborn friend here, I like a lot. If he asks me a question, I'll give him a fair answer. You, there's the door. You can walk out. I think we're done. I think you're done here. All right, all right.
I just turned around the corner. Do you have any books on performance arts?
Not any good ones, and if you do find the ones, the naughty parts are ripped out of it.
You just hear, damn.
Yeah, so it's you won't get a
So
full
he's in
story
a chair
from it.
then, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm kicking one of the legs out.
All right, give me a strength check.
Athletics?
Is that an athletics? I would assume that would be.
Usually,
strength. You're trying to-
whenever we
you're
make
trying
a
to break the
skill
leg, aren't
check,
you?
whenever we make a skill check, it's usually any of those. It's the only time we ever do like a base core save check is for saves. Usually.
Go ahead then. Roll
Alright.
me an athletics. He'll roll a counter when they try to stay on top. All right, so you break the chair and he falls. And he's like,
And I'll walk back into the library, into some of the books, and start perusing.
"Oh, you guys didn't read the notes, did you? The
I haven't
conditions
done
on the
shit.
front." No, he's looking at Thesda, so because you're with him, so he's saying you all. It's like, so did you not read the conditions on the front door? Look, I wanted a new chair anyways. Break one more thing. I don't know how long you guys will be allowed here.
I swear to God, if you get me kicked out, I'm beating you with a book.
Do one of you guys want to roll a history check for the rules, or does Thesda know the rules and just doesn't care?
For this place in particular, or just the town?
The conditions. The condition. It's a note in there's a note in there that says
Oh, I
conditions
know.
for the delves.
I know what the conditions for the town are, and I haven't broken
The no
anything
damage
yet.
no damage to property. I'm just gonna
And
flip.
that the
I'm just gonna
building-
flip a
and-
gold coin behind me.
And businesses get to set their own rules.
I didn't see no rules about breaking chair.
That's because you're assuming that they would actually write them.
Then if it's not written down, how do I know about it?
You ask, or you don't be a cunt.
I'm sorry, I'm just returning the favor.
It's just like, hey, yeah,
I
I'm
am
gonna wake this
returning
man
the
from his
favor.
nap, and I'm just gonna kick his fucking chair. He
Yeah.
takes the gold coin and he's like, if you want to find your precious little reading material, give me another gold piece, and then I'll maybe be willing to help you. But keep acting like that, and you're not gonna find any help.
I will find it myself.
All right, he goes back, tries to level the chair on top of the leg.
And I could fix that any day, but
why
I'm
don't
choosing
ya?
not to.
You just can't.
No, I'm returning the favor.
That's why you gave me a gold piece, because you can fix it. Sure. Because you keep in mind how much gold is worth, so he's kind of just like,
Yeah, no. I'm used to gold. I don't really think of silver usually that often. I might need to for your campaign, but also
Depends on where you
are.
Thesdis
Alex,
is used to
you have
rich
to
blood.
remember that most of our campaigns, it's, oh, yeah, we're looking for magic items that are thousands of gold pieces.
yeah. I mean, you guys are also, you guys don't really know locations very well. The both of you don't know like the average wealth gap in this area.
Oh yeah, no. Thesdis is very much used to everything being very expensive when inside cities.
I mean, you guys are welcome to read the Devourer lands that I have in the Google Doc for every that's shared, because it'll tell you a little piece of the area that you all would know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah.
Anyways,
I would show him that I could repair shit, but that would mean breaking more things, and I don't think he'd be very happy with me if I did.
or fix the one thing you did break.
I gave him the gold piece for that. He can suck my dick.
I would just be like,
Anyways,
are you gonna be a real ass and charge him 2 to fix it?
Anyway.
That is the other thing. Or he could just treat me like an actual customer. For you know.
You're not buying anything.
is-
This is a public library. You come and take what you want. Hence why everything's fucking broken and ripped. You're really not from around here, man.
Ding.
And he just turns around and kind of goes back to his chair.
Correct. We are not from around here. You could.
Yeah, you couldn't have guessed
tell
from
that.
the fucking stone on your head.
You could tell by the armor.
Oh yeah, because no one around here has armor. Find what you're looking for yet?
I'm gonna start looking around. I'm looking for two. Thez is looking for two things in particular. Right now, her fancy is kind of stuck on the dragon stuff, like the stones and everything else that they're about and all that. I doubt I'm gonna be able to find any information since it's hidden inside the Mount Sacred sort of thing. But
So you're
I'm
talking about separate dragon end stones, or what do you mean?
like I'm looking for it. If I can't find, if I can't find, like I assume I can't find about the stones that the other paladins talked to me about, then I am looking for information in general that I can find about the history, uses, and everything about like the dragons, the dragon people that the Devourer has been making, like Roderick, like Ivory, like the other paladins that I've been seeing around. Basically, I'm looking into information about what they are, what they're used for, in from what everybody else has seen, and if they're just hunted down, and that's why they don't ascend into a dragon form.
Okay, go ahead and give me two perception checks. I think it would be, or would it be? What else would it be?
I don't know. But then the other thing is after that,
Investigation.
After that, if I still don't find it, I was going to be starting looking into more of the general history that this library has versus my other libraries that I've been interacting in.
Give me two perception. Give me 3 perception checks then.
3 perception, 3 perception. Okay.
I'll say, oh wow. Okay.
Like I said, I didn't need his help. I was just asking. And if he was to be helpful, I would have paid him then.
I mean,
That was my thing.
Trident.
That was all I cared. I just wanted some assistance, but he wanted to be an asshole, so I can dish it back. I didn't need him.
You're making me turn the volume down on my headset. All right.
Good.
Stop yelling. So, anyways, your first question was about the stones that
The dragon bones, yeah.
Yeah, the dragon bones. Okay, I thought you said dragon stones, and I was like,
Well, you
oh,
kind of said they're
guys.
bones/stones/whatever, so I was like, I don't know what you want to fucking call them, so I'll just call them that.
Or they're dragon bones.
Okay.
So you kind of look for that kind of stuff, but you only find like weird lore about dragons. And it really only covers like, okay, if you're looking for bones there, they're like it's weird, kind of like you could tell they're more like conspiracy theories by people just writing down stuff.
Even
from,
conspiracy
like,
theories have kernels of truths.
yeah, but you can tell this is probably written by locals on scratch paper. So it's like, oh, there are dragons all over the fiery wastes, and the Devourer decided to eat all of them. Their souls are the ones that the souls turned into lava and volcanoes, and oh, they used to ravage the world, and the Devourer came and saved us all from their tyranny. So it's stuff along those lines.
And why is he making more dragons? You dumb fucking anti-vaxxers.
Hey, you asked, and I'm telling you. And then the second one was about. What was your second question again? The first one was about the bones. Hello?
Yes, about the dragons that are being made in general by the Devourer, like the dragon people, like the dragon
You
warriors. I don't know what to call
you
them.
you'd only find something. It seems like an older book. Kind of tattered, watered down. Some pages are probably ripped out. But if you read it as you're thumbing through the like there's like only maybe 100 pages. As you thumb through it, you can tell it's an old book, and it says something about the Fey Queen doing something with a dragon lord that lived in the area, and then it says something about offspring, dragonborn, assisted with the land, revenge, no more dragons. So again, it's old. It's an old leather-bound book that seems like people like really didn't care for it at all. And then the last one would be the area, which you'd probably find a little bit of reading material on.
Mm-hmm.
So you would know that the Devourer's Delve, everything is broken up by its major cities, which would be the Mount Sacred Keep, Castle Paradise, and Devourer's Delve. And each of those govern between the checkpoints, which would be Devourer's Dwelling, Paradise Palace, and Mount Sacred Checkpoint. Those three are considered boundaries that some people kind of like to nickname.
Mm.
And you try, and there's some information about the Devourer's Desert, but it all seems to be like ferociously scratched out. Like whoever read what was ever there was probably just wanted to scratch it out. And instead of ripping out the pages, they literally just grab like a quill and ink and splash the pages with it.
Okay. Okay, so I have like you said two actual books that I would consider real knowledge. The really, really tattered one, and then the one that has the general information that has.
Yeah. It
some
also tells
splotches.
about the ports in the area too, and which ones are still, like, currently being used and which ones aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you'd have two pieces of reading material.
I'm
I
gonna
would say
take
that
a
you wouldn't
piece
know.
of. I'm gonna
you wouldn't
take.
know how reliable they were.
Okay, I'm gonna take a piece of paper. For the second one that got scratched out, and I'm going to lightly chalk over on my piece of paper into the grooves of the one that's been scratched out. So that way, hopefully, the harder scratched out ones get I can get the actual what used to be there instead of just the scratch marks.
So it's Devourer's Desert.
Yeah,
Devourer's
that's-
Desert. You're doing that. Okay, so what check would that be?
I guess sleight of hand for house skill, maybe. Or
I would say that
be
you
maybe
don't do this often either.
What do you mean? I'm an archaeologist. Recovering of text is like #1 thing that we do.
This would be nice to have a backstory for.
I told you my backstory.
Yeah,
you just
told it to me.
you
I need something in
forgot.
writing. Need something in writing, man. Okay, go ahead and roll me a straight check. Sleight of hand.
Straight check of what?
Sleight of hand. Dickhead.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fight, 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 fight.
It's gonna roll. Ivory, you're there with him. It's gonna roll over on you too.
What do you mean roll over on me? I'm not
fucking
damaging the
water
book
dragon and kills you.
whatsoever.
No, I know. Fucking roll. You only get one thing out of it. And I'm only mentioning this because I think it's fucking cool that I put this in the story. You get what's called glider ramps. That's all you read is glider ramps.
Hmm.
And sky jump.
In the Devourer's Desert.
Yep.
Hmm.
There's only one person in your group that knows anything about the Devourer's Desert.
And that is...
Unless said otherwise. I'm not telling you, I'm just saying it's only one person.
Hmm.
Alright, Rowan, are you back?
I was gonna do the other thing now. To the
I just
book.
wanted to see if he was
Okay.
back yet or not. I was gonna still stick with you. I just wanted to know if Justin was back.
Gotcha.
All right, go ahead.
Because you said the book has just not been maintained, I have a feeling that I'm not actually going to be able to get anything of use theoretically out of it. But
Like I said, you got like a weird gist of because it's just you can't even read the cover of it, but
Right.
the pages that are left talk about the dragons.
I'm wanting to try to mend the book so that way the pages return to how they were. I have a feeling that that's not going to restore the ink unless you think it might.
You're gonna have to give me a roll for it.
It's
I would Arcana that
Arcana.
personally.
Okay, so just so we know, that is what the description of it is.
I'm gonna have you still do because it's a
Yeah, I know.
cantrip.
Yep.
I'm gonna have you do an Arcana to see if you actually get the ink in it. Get the ink
Okay.
back.
Okay.
So it's a skill check. Oh, good. So you can you're trying to get the pages back, right?
Right. The page, like, I'm trying to get most of the book entirely because I kind of need I kind of need to get the cover of it for the title and everything, since if I can't repair the ink, then I at least need to know what the cover says, so that way I can find another book in another library.
So this takes a minute. Are you focusing more on the cover or the pages?
Right at the start, probably the cover. And I will take as long as I need for this, because I can cast mending over and over again.
And that's why I asked. So give me another Arcana check. I'm going to start with the cover and then the pages.
Okay.
Okay. So with the cover, you get the words back, and it just says it says really in free. I really didn't have anything written down for this. You guys keep me on my toes. Especially when it comes to abducting children. So you get the leather seems to tighten up, and you get a piece of the cover that just says. I'm gonna have to write this in my notes so I don't forget. You get the name Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Creation of dragons.
Hmm.
Or not dragons, dragon.
Like dragon or like dragon?
Dragon.
Okay.
Fae, you get Fae, creation of dragon.
Hmm.
And there's a little piece hanging off of the word dragon. Like it's faded. Like there was something that tried to pop up but didn't.
Is there any impression left, or is it just nothing there?
You can tell it's a little worn there. Like the rest of the leather tightened, but there it's kind of like a little worn. Like there should same thing after Fae. So like the title is like after the title itself is still worn because it's bringing back that engraving. Like it's an engraved name. So the part
if the engraving is still there, would I be able to chalk it? Like take a new piece of paper over it?
Let me type this. So it's like Fae, and then where the dots are, it's faded.
Mm-hmm. Fae something, creation of dragon.
Yeah, hang on, I'm still finishing. And then there's that, and then at the very bottom of the book, it's faded like that.
Hmm. Interesting. And there's no way to chalk that back into place.
You can't because it's a leather-bound book.
Okay. Just wanted to.
So that part's like a worn leather. Like it was everything was tightening up, but since there might have been something there, it didn't tighten there. It was trying to form back. But since nothing formed, it's just a worn spot. And then for the 17, you actually get a lot of the pages back, but the ink is splattered. So you get a portion where it talks about like the Fae Queen meeting with an elder dragon somewhere in this area, in this world. I wouldn't say area. And they had a very good relationship. They worked together to improve the world itself by minimizing the amount of devastation towards the wilds, while still allowing the dragons to feast on what they needed to eat. You would also see that with the deal, like the Fey Queen made deals, but you don't know what the deals persisted of. But it stopped her. The dragons kind of stuck more towards settlements after they were talking more. Fey Queen would visit several dragons at once, had very good relationships with all of them. And then a lot of the pages ended up being blank in the middle, and then at the end it talked about like this sudden creation of dragonborns. And after a while, it talks about like like the Fey Queen treating the dragonborns better than the humanoids that were in the area, gifting them gifting them things. Several more pages blank. Dragons becoming extinct. It was it suddenly like there were when it got to the point where dragons were becoming endangered and then extinct. It kind of jumped to that. Like there's not very many pages that go into depth about the end of the sightings of the dragons.
I'll actually call over Ivory at that point. Wait, I have something of interest here.
Ivory is now taking a nap with the trident as you're sitting there reading several books.
Oh, I'm sorry. I muted. I was snacking on some chips, so I didn't want you to hear me.
Sorry.
And I would just respond with, and I think I found a book with a full story. Oh, nope, damn it. Last page is missing.
It's just like a whole bunch of like hand-drawn dicks and titties.
It's like finishes a whole book.
And there's a
missing the
spot
last
there,
2 pages.
and at the very bottom of one of those pages it says Rowan in like really childish handwriting.
Motherfucker.
He's not here to defend himself, then I'm rolling with it. Right now it's a joke, but if Rowan doesn't come back soon, it's canon.
I'm like, will you just humor me?
I feel like that's all I've been doing, but all right.
I did not realize you found me so humorous.
Go on.
I'm gonna show him the book that I've been slowly repairing. Like,
Which parts?
like just like all of it, like
whole
the
thing, or?
the front, starting with the front cover of the book to the parts and throughout the rest of the book. I'm like, I've repaired some of the missing pages. However, the ink is still splattering. Would I know of any way to help relieve of that, given my background? Like any way to... I doubt I have the materials necessary to do it.
Remove what? I'm sorry, you're talking a little
The
fast
ink.
for me.
The ink.
To remove the ink? You've already been doing
No,
mending.
not actually remove it, but to help unsplatter the ink.
No, because I figured that's what you were doing with mending is that you started with the cover and then you opened the book and was like casting mending as you were flipping through the pages to recover the writing. So I would say
I was recovering the
say that
paper itself because you told me that the paper itself was damaged, and I didn't know whether or not I didn't know whether or not any of the ink.
Oh, I counted that. I counted the
Okay.
ink. I counted the ink splattering in that
Okay.
conversation. Like again, some of the ink.
I'm talking about non-magically, like physically, like using like chemicals or techniques to.
Well, it's too late now. You
recover.
cast mending, and I was saying that you did it on all the pages. That
No.
were left.
I meant after the mending. I'm meaning now. Now that there is actually ink to recover. Because before you were saying that there wasn't even really ink left.
No, there were pages. It's just they were very heavily damaged with water. Because it's an old book. It's tattered.
Mm-hmm.
So when you did the mending, you repaired the pages that had the ink on them, and then the spots with ink blotches and such, it kind of formed up and got tidy. But otherwise, there's still blotches of ink that are just so stained into the book you can't mend those out of the actual fabric Because again, this is an old book, so they probably made it with a way that really stained the pages with the ink, so even your mending had problems bringing back the lettering. I'm trying to explain it well enough. I know I'm not doing the best job.
I understand what you're saying. I was just asking whether or not there was any techniques to this point that I could
You can try. That's all I can say. That's all I
Yeah.
can say is you can try.
Because I know that scientists have managed to like unwaterlog books, and then when they have splattering ink, manage to find a way to condense the splattering and the spreading out of the ink to recondense it back into words past that point, once they've fixed the water damage towards the pages themselves.
You don't know the full technology of this realm and how advanced it is. That's all I'm saying is that when you say chemicals and stuff, I'm the one dictating the science behind it.
That's why I was asking. Was there anything past
Do you have
this
any
point?
on you?
Oh no, I know I don't.
Then I would have to say you'd have to bring it to an alchemist.
Okay.
That's what I want to be fair.
That is what I wanted to know. That is what I wanted to know then.
Yeah. So you don't know yet though. You're like
I figured that
I've dealt with these pages. I've dealt with this kind of stuff. I mean, the parchment in this paper is is close to the same amount of time as the oldest note that why do I keep forgetting her fucking name? I mean the fucking name. That Felmina left you.
Okay. Gotcha. So they're very old.
Yes.
Gotcha. So this is probably pre-collapse too.
Yeah. So you can tell that those notes that were left, they're airtight in a rock. Nothing could touch it. This traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Like really fucking traveled. So you might even consider yourself almost lucky to get all that information.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're probably wondering how the fuck it ended up here, but
yeah, I'm actually quite curious how it ended up here. I will take the now most kind of repaired book. Like, do you have any records on how this object came to being in possession of this library?
I'll tell you if you fix my chair.
I'll cast mending on the chair.
You were actually serious. Holy shit. We don't keep records. And I started here about 2 years ago, and honestly, more books leave than come in. That book's probably been there well before I've been here. Not many people touch it. That's why it's been in that on that particular shelf. It was a shelf against the farthest wall, actually closest to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah."
So he's been watching me fix it.
That's why I asked you to fix this chair.
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, but I will have to admit though that the last librarian here, she always put the books that she thought were the most valuable against this wall next to the chair, because that's where she used to sit a lot as well. Otherwise, like the newsletter and conspiracy theories and people speaking their truths and preaching and all that stuff's usually closest to the door.
Mm.
You know, people use that stuff to wipe their ass with sometimes when they have too much food at the brothels.
I will actually hand him a gold coin. Like, I thank you for the information. And I'll kind of like, this is really all I was asking for was this. I'm more than willing to pay for information. I just...
He bites the gold and he's like, "Oh, yeah, okay. How much more gold are you willing to spend?"
It depends on how much information I can get. I am willing to part with another 2 gold if I am able to take this book with me. I wish to see it restored if it is possible. I'm having some trouble with the ink.
Are you taking that back to Mount Sacred?
No, I was actually going to look for an alchemist in the city.
Look, mister, I'll take 1 gold for information if you answer my question.
Ma'am.
Sorry, it's your voice, dude.
I know. I'm trying to pick it up, but I talk in a gravelly voice sometimes.
Well, I mean, I still recognize you with a beard.
Yeah.
serious. So you're gonna have to keep me straight for a little bit until I kind of just get used to it.
Yeah.
But he would kind of just be like, well, thing is that when clerics come in here, the ones that have everything intact, they like to take certain information back to the hold or the keep. I don't know exactly where, but there's always clerics coming by these areas, grabbing shit and going to the alchemist, grabbing chemicals from him, and then running right back. That's just you wouldn't. Why don't you give me a history check real quick, and I'll let you know what you know about that information. Kind of depends on what you give me. Oh, that's quick. You would know that there are people in your work that are higher up than you that actually leave the keep and hold to to go out and find additional information. But to your knowledge, you haven't really known anyone coming back with anything substantial.
Unless it's hidden information.
Yeah, so he says it's like, yeah, so there are people like you that kind of come by and always check out this store, but they never come back here. They never really want to be seen. So they usually just kind of stayed at the front. So they've never actually seen that book before. But they always kind of took the stuff pertaining to the creation of all this shit, especially when it comes to dragons. They seem to take it very quickly and then give me gold to not talk about it. But gold's gold, am I right? He extends his hand.
Thesis is actually like just stroking her chin and just thinking, not really looking at him at the moment, just like that is intriguing. I've not heard of any information coming back to the keep.
They always
That
ask about
is
information about Dragonborns and if anything was written by a certain author.
I'm gonna look back down. Author. Is there an author name on the book that I'm currently holding?
You see a faded area on the very bottom that seems like in smaller text.
But no text itself.
Nope, it's faded. Just like the portion after Fey and Dragon.
Is this a handwritten book?
Yeah.
I'll open up to some of the pages and ask whether or not this is the same handwriting as those books taken.
Oh, actually, yeah, I should just be able to tell you. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same handwriting as the notes.
And most likely, this is a very important to whatever they're keeping hidden there. Very fascinating.
He's still extending his hand.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to give him 10 gold for additional information, the book, and to keep quiet on this. Past what I've already given him.
So he gives you 10 gold. So you're giving him 10 gold and also for the books?
For the book, for just this book, I don't really need the one about the land, but this one is very important.
Sir,
apparently.
if you're going to give me this much gold, you can just keep both of them. Because he probably sees you try to return the other one.
Oh, no, I'm still going to look through this section more thoroughly to see if there's anything of import.
You already gave me your perception checks, and I already told you.
Oh, so there's nothing else that wouldn't...
No.
That,
You've been here for probably 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours.
mm,
So
okay.
it's probably pushing 10:30, 10:45. Like
listen,
you can barely you have trouble actually like oh no you have dark sight, never mind.
Yeah, I'll look at the other book and and more information about the area will not hurt. I'll slip that in.
If you want more information, you can ask me.
Fair enough. I just do not know exactly what I want to know about the area at the moment. So
I can
that's
tell you
where-
rumors, but I can tell you rumors that my mama told me. She's really originally near from Ironport City and swam here with a bunch of refugees.
Hey, Rowan's back. He defaced books as a child.
What?
You said Rowan defaced books as a child.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was waiting until 8:50 for him to come back. So yeah, he I have refound books with penises and
And
tits
torn out pages.
titled by Ronan. No, it's just that. I mean, yeah, it's torn pages, but it's like you'll find like some just scribbles from a childish handwriting.
My angsty youth of 100 years.
But yeah, that's what the Trident tells you is like if you want information, I can tell you. My mom was from Ironport City, swam here with a bunch of refugees.
I would always be interested in listening more.
Perfect. We'll come back to you now that Rowan's back, because I want to get them involved too.
Yep.
All right, Rowan and Astra, you guys. So again, you left off on that there is a small gnomish woman with a lot of cleavage showing behind a desk, and she asked you if you mentioned something about your party staying the night, and she asked if you wanted only one bed.
Um, but we do have a party, and they would probably want a separate room for everyone.
So separate as in like there's still a door in between them, or completely separate? Because we offer rooms with peepholes, other
I mean, a door
holes,
between them would be fine.
windows,
Yeah, that would
one-way
be preferred.
windows, beds, straps, tie downs, swings. I mean, it's really up to you.
Well, then again, I might have a lady joining me tonight. So,
I'm highly
Oh,
optimistic.
you're not gonna find any ladies here.
What?
well, I have a date tonight, and it might
Oh,
go
you might not want to bring her here. We don't only if you're going to come back with anyone, they need to be of a certain age, and the small one next to you meets that requirement. Is she your date tonight?
What the?
I'm burning a brothel.
What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna take that as a no. How much for the little one?
I am not for sale.
Oh, it's not up to you. Still looking at Rowan.
She is not for sale.
All right, then find another
Value
place.
your kneecaps then.
Get out.
So,
I see
May
that
I-
you're too prudish for this establishment.
That's a
now,
word.
just hold on. What kind of establishment is this?
A place for people to delve into their certain desires.
I think I understand. Well, thank you for your time, but I think you will be leaving now.
Toodaloo.
And we
Let me know when you change your mind about the small one. I'll give you 300 gold.
I will keep that in mind. Let's see what spells do
We have to go over the conditions again.
I have passed without trace.
Yeah, I wonder if the person that just left decided to cast fireball in this place. It'd be really
I don't have
weird.
fireball. Sad. Otherwise, I definitely would.
So, when we get outside,
I believe it's time for.
I'm going to look
to
at
pick a turn.
Rowan, and I'm going to politely inform him that because he said no, he may keep his kneecaps.
Oh,
I
why?
don't allow you to try to sell me.
Well, then again, what are the odds that we could swindle the woman for that 300 gold? And then you can escape somehow? Could that be possible?
Maybe. I think on it. I think I hear someone knocking at the door.
Oh,
Captain,
where's
who's
the
that?
scream? Get it? Because I screamed and so.
Not everybody's you.
It scared me, okay? It scared me.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you guys to continue this. I want to see how this goes. I'm very intrigued.
I'm intrigued.
It was just some people walking by.
Because I kind of want to do something about this, you know?
Wow, what a bunch of moral crusaders.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting
Just
we deal with
doing
the
what we
child brothel?
desire.
Fair
Do
enough.
what we desire. What'd you say, Josh?
Are you suggesting we deal with the child brothel?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I am.
Would you like to collapse it from the inside?
Now that would be a good idea.
I'm full of them. 75-25.
What?
In
I
my
don't
favor, clearly.
Oh. The odds of success?
No, how much you're paying me.
Oh, I had no idea. You mean the, of the 300 gold?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Oh no.
Like 75 gold
Guys.
for you.
Guys. Please. Don't do this.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna expect to not do anything else tonight.
what's the plan, eh?
You sell me?
I want to see how this goes. I already know how. I mean, I already have an idea of how this is gonna go. But
Getting arrested? Yeah, that sounds about right.
You sell me? I use my
you're,
magical
you're assuming
powers
they
to
have jails
escape.
in this world.
I use my magical powers to escape and somehow find a way to bring it down from on my way out.
Alright, so really my only role is to collect the money.
Which is why you only did 25.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Hey, that's still double the gold I have now, so...
You are
Oh,
poor
dumb.
man.
He spends it
Of
on
the
brothels.
300?
300 if you. She said, "Let me know if you want to sell the child. I'll give you 300 gold."
So I would get 75, and you would get the rest.
That is how math works.
That's how that works. You said you meant 25%. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Let's do some. Let's do it. Perhaps, we should make it look like you're trying to get away from me as I change your mind to make it look more authentic.
I am going to bite you
Yes.
very
I'll be fine. As long as you don't bite me for, 37 HP.
I don't think I can.
That'd be interesting to watch.
Roll to get
Right,
infected.
I mean, if he bites off the penis would be enough blood loss.
Then Astra would be perfect for this brothel.
Oh
I'm going to roll
god.
performance to try to make it look like he's trying to drive me back.
Each of you give me a performance check.
Oh god. Alright, Rowan.
+1.
He's gonna. He looks
You see,
very
so
unconvinced.
Astra is selling it, but Astra is doing such a good job. She keeps escaping Rowan and then just like kind of like nudging forward to Rowan so Rowan can grab her again. So it's kind of like she pulls away very easily, and then Rowan like kind of like shuffles towards her and like grabs her, and then she gets away really quickly and like kind of stops for you to grab her again. And this woman's kind of looking at you. Can I help you?
I have decided on that offer of yours.
You know, we'll take her either way. There's no need for a show. But you do know you don't get paid right away.
How does the payment work?
Well, we first give you 100 gold first. after we send her to Devourer's port city to be broken in.
That I would get the extra 200.
Yeah, we pay someone to teleport her down. So we manacle her, and then send her down and then groom her. So you get 100 in gold after we send her, and then 200 gold after she's successfully broken in, which she looks maybe about 10, 11 years old. So we have to wait about 2 years before she's even eligible to work here. So after that time, we would give you the 200 gold. We have to make sure she's worth the investment.
I give a look at Astra.
I would
I
like to,
cast message.
like to bite him and run. Oh, I failed performance.
You still have to roll to hit. You're still trying to bite him.
Unless he doesn't try to avoid the bite.
That's what I mean. Is Rowan also has to? I mean, I'm gonna say AC. I would say AC.
Well, if you accept a hit, then it's an automatic coup de grace, usually.
All right,
Usually
Rowan. I'll leave
works.
that up to you. Do you just let it happen or no?
Yeah, she already told me that she was gonna bite me.
All right. So okay, you bite her. Bite him. Roll damage. All right. I'm gonna say you actually take 1 point of damage because that performance was
It's
less than
minus
lackluster.
2, so it is 1.
Kind of like the first time a woman gives a blowjob and it scrapes me.
Why?
talking about it
Why? Why, Justin?
It's more like she bites
This-
you, but it's like more pressure than anything. So it's like kind of like like a little like a quick.
Yeah, no, it's half a D4 anyway.
Oh yeah, it's 1 point. Yeah, 1 damage.
How do I say things?
Yeah. So you take 1 damage and Astra runs away, and this
Ew.
gnomish woman is like, "What's your name?"
Hasn't he already introduced himself?
No.
My name
thank
is. My name is Everseas McGill.
Get the fuck out of here!
Hell, fine.
Take your bastard child with you, or whatever she is to you.
That's mildly painful.
Fuck yeah, Jacob.
Oh
Alexander's
fuck
gonna
yeah!
E. I just scrolled down a little bit because I hadn't looked at it in a while.
Fuck yeah! Oh yeah!
Just
So I'd say
I
I would say that was
so
about
sorry.
30 minutes. It's almost 8. It's getting close to 8 o'clock for Rowan and Astra.
Find some.
So I still got a few hours for them.
It's
Yeah, I would
now
say it's
my
actually. I would say it's
turn.
maybe even.
Find
I would say it's
the
actually slightly past 8 o'clock because you guys went to 2 places. So you're done looking at brothels, or are you still looking, Rowan?
I believe
Hi.
he said that if that one didn't work out.
I'm
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so let me roll me a survival Astra. You're kind of like you're learning from where Rowan brought you as to places not to look for.
good.
So you kind of find a place that you can hear like clacking, like like plates. But the outside
would
doesn't
be-
seem to insinuate that it's a tavern.
Is this
Does
somebody's
it appear to
home?
be open?
Well, yeah, go right in. Do you go up to the door?
Is it just
I'll go up
somebody's
to the
home?
door.
What was that, Astra?
I'll go up to the door.
All right, just the
Uh,
door's unlocked. You open the door.
Yeah, I'll open the door and say, "Is
Alright.
this an inn?"
There's just like a bunch of people eating in the room, and then there's a person that kind of pokes his head. Yeah.
How many rooms?
How many you need?
That's it.
Oh,
On what are the odds we find the rest of the group?
2.
2 rooms. So 2 beds. Each room comes with a bed.
Heads.
So 2 rooms, each having 1 bed. So do we need to make it a smaller bed for the child?
I don't think that'd be necessary.
I will take it.
Okay. Is this your child, or is this a
I am
different
my own
instance?
person.
Okay, is this your dad? Because I know he sees that you're both different I think you're both. Yeah, you're both different species. So, or races, really.
He is my companion.
That sounds bad for the age
In what
difference.
form of the sense?
He stops me from being stabbed by strangers.
Oh.
I was
Okay, yeah,
just
sure.
about
So,
to say something equally as provocative.
all right. So,
Why? Why? What is the purpose?
I was gonna say I was her escort.
No! Stab!
all right. So
Stab
that'll.
him!
How long are you planning on staying?
uh,
At least one night, maybe two.
Okay.
undetermined.
So I charge by the person, not by the room. 2 silver.
Fair enough.
2 silver per night. That includes breakfast and lunch.
Oh, that is mad generous of you.
That's average. I mean, I can always up the price.
Ah, thank you, sir. For your
On.
hospitality. Yes.
If we ever have negotiations, you are not allowed to negotiate prices.
It seems that the child has all the money, so I'm taking she's paying.
I will hand.
Yes.
Yes, I am. I will give them a gold. And
Oh.
ask for change if they have it.
Are you looking for
If they don't-
Are you looking for cash back or
If they're willing to give me cash back, sure. If they can't, I don't really care. It's
he
just
he
one
immediately kind of starts going into his pocket and tries to give you back 2 silver.
gold. I will take 2 silver back.
He's like, "Okay, so what name should I be expecting?"
Only two?
Yeah, because you said 4 people. There's 2 silver per
I
person.
said two.
I thought Astra said 4.
You
I
said,
thought
what
one
do
of
you
you
think we'd
extras
find the
or
rest
that-
of the party? And then he said 2 people.
Oh, okay. I missed.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he would hand you back what is that? 6 silver. And he gives you each 1 key.
Ah, thank you, sir.
Anytime. Can I interest you in any dinner tonight?
I will take
It's
food.
roasted pork with roasted veggies.
That would be fine, but can you hold mine off for a few hours?
It's a little bit after
I'll-
8. He'd be like, so we can, but the cook goes home in an hour and a half.
I'll whisper.
So we
to
can
the
cook
guy.
it and leave it in the back for you, or leave it in your room. Just won't be warm when you get back.
I'll whisper to the guy. He's got a date.
Ah, if you give me 5 silver, I'll I'll stay late and cook you a meal for the lovely couple.
Oh, why, thank you.
See, this is why we use our words, Rowan.
Can't promise it'll be pork, and I'm not much of a cook myself, but still fine ale. If I mess up hard enough, make a drink on the house.
Right, I give him 5 silver.
I'll look and I'll be like, I think he might need the L.
It comes with. I'll just pour him an extra drink if it turns out not to be subpar.
Oh, thank you.
So what time can I expect you to be here? I mean, I also need to open in the morning and get breakfast ready.
Yeah, I am meeting her at about 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So,
So 11:30 is when you might be potentially back, or when do you want the food ready? Because I'm not staying past midnight.
yeah, about 11:30.
All right. I'll make sure you're ready. It'll be ready for you. Are you having this in your room or out down here? Because the rooms are up. He points to the stairs, and the whole place is open for food and bars. There's stairs upstairs, leading upstairs.
I completely blanked on that description.
So the whole main level that you're on right now is a
Yeah.
horseshoe bar and dining tables.
Okay, yeah, then down here. Yeah. Down here would be fine. Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be an extra silver then, because I'm leaving the room open.
Alright, I'm gonna give him another silver.
Alrighty. And your name?
Rowan.
Yours?
Astra.
Wonderful. I'll see you in a couple hours. And again, I can't promise it'll be pork.
What else would it be?
Kind stops for a second, looks back, and he's like, whatever I can muster at 11:30 at night. Maybe cat?
I just won't tell the lady.
He kind of shoots you a wink.
Alright.
So what do you? So it's about 8:30 now. What do you guys do?
I will hang out
Why?
at the end.
You'll hang
Um,
out at the end. What?
Yeah, end. I'll hang out at the end.
Oh, so you just go up to your room and chill out for the rest of the night?
Maybe interact with some of the patrons.
All right. So what, Rowan? What do you do? Do you kind of chill out with Astra there or no?
I'm gonna go outside and plan a nice walking route from the potion shop to the inn, just so I don't fuck up on the way.
Right. Sorry, I'm paying attention, but there are like a bunch of college girls outside my apartment taking a picture in front of a building for no fucking good reason.
I will repeat my statement.
It's so fucking dumb. I want to take a fucking Snapchat and send it to you guys. They're taking pictures outside of a blank white building. Just
Look at the wall of patriarchy.
it's I can't stop but laugh at it. It's just like these girls are like doing the most basic white girl shit right now. They're like taking
Just say, Hannah, come look at this.
Hannah! Hannah, come here!
I'm gonna go take a piss real quick.
Yeah, I wanna see what she has to say about this. Oh my god, they're all holding hands.
Oh my god, where do you live?
And they're
No,
like
no!
after every
Justin!
picture they like
Justin!
stop to look at the fucking phone.
I'm kidding.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, she's not coming. Okay, so
Probably
roll
not
me
gonna
a
get laid for another 5 years or so.
so
Eh?
roll me a survival, Rowan, with roll me 2 survivals with advantage.
Titty fuck. Titty fuck.
Oh my god, they're laughing so loud outside. Oh my god, what is with it's the same fucking picture? Just stop. It's the same fucking picture. It's the same fucking thing. Oh,
They had to take
now
it.
they're running away for some reason. I don't what the maybe they saw me. I'm not sure, but they're like started running away.
You know how long it takes for a woman to take a picture of herself?
Oh, I know.
And then there's like how many of them? 5? How many takes is that gonna have to take?
So Rowan, I'd say that takes about 2 hours for you to like you go there, you go back, you do it twice. You reroute yourself.
Huh?
Go to the so from this inn, this bed and breakfast,
Huh?
you go to the potion shop, back to the bed and breakfast, and
Huh?
then back to the potion shop.
Yeah.
And you reroute yourself on the way back because now that it's darker out, you found you found nice illuminated spots.
Yeah.
You know, like as you're walking, you find places with like there's a place with a nice you like avoid the brothels, you know, of women screaming and shit, and you find your way through all of like the restaurants, the inns, the garden area. Yeah. But when you do come back to the bar, depending on what Astra does, you might hear something.
Okay.
So, Astra, you just hang out in the bar?
Yeah.
Or do you sit at the bar or do you just kind of like find a seat to sit down and get dinner?
I'll find a seat to sit down in and get dinner. I won't sit at the bar.
All right, so the guy kind of comes back to you and he's like, pork and veggies. That's all we got.
Pork and veggies.
Anything to drink?
You not non-alcoholic?
Got water.
I'll take water.
Alrighty. Takes about 30 minutes for him to get it all together and he brings it back to you. Pork smells really fucking good, and so does the veggies, and he kind of plops down the water. And he's like, okay, that'll be he kind of like thinking 8 copper.
8 copper. I'll give him 1 silver and tell him to keep the change.
Thank you. Puts it in
You're
his
welcome.
pocket. And he's like, just raise you no offense, but you might be hard to see. I give you permission to stand on top of my chair to get my attention if you need it.
Oh, thank you.
Just don't bounce on it, please. I don't like to replace the furniture.
I'm the one who's been paying for everything. I will not bounce, I promise.
Appreciate it. He kind of goes back way behind the bar. There is someone else serving liquor behind the bar. So this guy kind of just goes to an area that you can't really see behind it.
Hmm. All right.
Pork chop's great. Tender. The veggies are well seasoned and the water is clean.
Clean water, good food, impressive.
Yep, so that's 30 minutes. So I would say it takes you another 30 minutes to eat it if you're not like scarfing it.
I had no plans of starving it.
Okay. So that brings us to about 9:25, 9:30. What else do you do now?
Is there anyone interesting in the bar?
This is your average Joe's. Roll me a perception. Yep. Everyone just seems like normal. You're kind of like not everyone kind of just seems to blend together. You're not really focusing on anyone. So you just like kind of look around to eat, look around for like an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look around every once in a while when you lump me to see if I find anyone interesting.
Roll me another perception. There's two people sitting kind of at the other end of the dining room that seem to have a little bit more equipment underneath their clothing. You think they might be bounty hunters or some specialists that travel.
I'll uh, I'll approach them and be like, "So, what brings you here?"
Uh, where, they each kind of look at each other and go, where's your, are you here alone?
At the moment,
Where- we're here to eat, drink, and sleep.
Not particularly in that order.
any what are your professions?
Travelers.
Been anywhere interesting? I like to hear stories.
Nowhere you would like.
What makes you so sure of that?
Because you probably still want to sleep in a room with teddy bears, and they both kind of chuckle to one another.
I haven't had a teddy bear in a long time.
You probably think the Devourer is in your closet, ready to grab you and eat you.
I haven't had a closet in a long time either.
Oh, it's an orphan. Oh, they're
By
so
choice.
adorable. They're both kind of chuckling to one another.
Oh, we just don't know the by choice.
Yep, because they're busy laughing. They're busy chuckling to one another, drinking.
Hmm, smart asses. What's under the clothes? Is that another perception to see what the pattern?
Sure. You would see that they each have like short swords on each hip and a crossbow on their back. And then each of them have something on their chest that you can't necessarily see very well because their arms are crossed.
Okay. So short sword, something on the back,
Crossbow on their back, you can see that.
crossbow. Okay.
And then something on their chest, but their arms are crossed, you can't see it.
Alright. Hmm.
Run along, little girl, before you get lost and tired.
I know exactly where I'm going.
Good for you, young adventurer. Probably adventuring out of your room this late at night. Ooh, you better be careful. Might get in trouble.
Who's gonna who's gonna get me in trouble?
I don't know, whoever the fuck is in charge of you in a scram, kid.
I strongly believe I'm in charge of myself.
Good for you. You can tell they're like they're drinking their ale and kind of just like looking at you with a little bit more irritability.
Oh, they're annoyed now. Someone's
What?
looking grumpy.
What?
Bartender, who the fuck is this kid? You can't get him away from us, otherwise we'll take our business elsewhere.
Uh,
And the bartender goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And kind of runs over and he's like, "Oh, I know you're a paying customer as well, lass, but I, I, I just need you to leave these young men alone."
oh, may I top the drinks for annoying them?
Both of the men kind of look a little shocked, and she's like, that would be, uh, in total, like they each got a pitcher, so about four copper."
I'll hand the gold.
The men look shocked, and she's like, "Oh, I can't accept this. It's just too much."
I've troubled you
And
in
like,
the
one of the men
fine
kind of
gentleman.
scoots over and he pats the seat. And he's like, "Well, young lady, if you're going to pay for our drinks all night, you can might as well take a seat and enjoy it with us.
Okay.
Bring this young lass a small bowl, a small glass of your sweetest ale."
I don't drink, thank you.
Make
Once
make
upon
that.
a just as a thing, once upon a time, the only thing people would drink is ale because water is usually very fucking dirty.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh, okay. Non-fermented wine then, which is a dumb way of saying grape juice.
Yes.
And the woman comes back with a glass of grape juice and two pitchers of ale. One sweet, because you can smell it. It's honey ale. And the other one very, pretty rancid. Pretty strong smell. Now, young lady, are you looking for story time?
I will take stories if you have them.
Oh, we've got stories. And they both kind of look at each other. They're both pretty, you can tell they're elves, but even by elf standpoints, they're pretty young.
Oh, that makes it better.
Hmm.
You know, like they look like they're in their early teens.
So the right age.
So, what side of teen are we talking?
13, 14.
So not technically too much older than I appear.
That's their appearance. So, what questions do you have?
I'll start with the first one I asked. Where have you been?
We just got back. One of the guys kind of stretches from Devourer's desert.
Ah,
Yeah, not to brag, but we brought a few heads back with us. Got a nice pocket of coin.
your head? Nice pocket of coin. That's good. Hmm. What did you fight?
Ganassi.
Evil beast? Oh, Denasi.
Got a couple head. Yeah, I found a traveling band of them. Fucking scurriers. Jumped them before they even knew what to do with themselves. Sold off the young ones to Freeton for slaves, and took the older ones' heads and brought them back here for sweet cash. And
Oh, who is Freeton?
it's a place, not a person.
Oh, what is Freeton?
It's just a small town outside of the Watch. That's the best place to be, in my opinion. There's absolutely no rules. You can walk in anywhere and trash the place. The place is usually held together by the patrons that visit it and live there.
Oh, so why would you leave if it's the best place to be?
One of them spits on the ground. Fucking cultists. Fucking religious nut jobs that think the Devourer is the next coming of God.
Oh,
Filled with these propaganda people that try to sell us on the afterlife the Devourer brings, and all you need to do is sign up and pay a fee, and part of their organization. Some people even try to act like they're their own gods, some people with fancy skills and shit. Fucking ridiculous. Can't spend more than a week there. Ruin all the fun.
oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
This place is better. And when you're outside, there's no rules. When you're inside, there are rules. If I want to kill someone, I'll just wait till they step outside.
Ah,
And if I want to buy anything I want, there's a place for it.
my honesty and your straightforwardness,
Any time for someone willing to buy me a drink? And they both kind of cheers and chug their glass.
Ah, so this is how we make friends.
You don't have any friends?
Ah, not many, no.
Oh, well, that's a shame. To be honest, you're not really making too many friends when you buy them things. Those people take advantage of you.
Oh, you going to take advantage of me, good sir?
They both look at each other and dig in their pockets and each give you 5 silver.
Oh,
No, you seem like an alright child. Alright kid.
Child. Hail Satan!
So they basically give you the gold back. Each of them give you 5 silver.
oh. Generosity I was not expecting.
Now you can consider us friends.
Do my friends have names?
God damn it. Because you're making me come up with names.
You
for
give us
NPCs.
people to interact with.
Yeah, I know.
This is your fault.
Name.
Steve-O.
Elf.
Steve
Name.
Steve-O.
Generator.
Guy from Jackass?
Great. Here you all it
Ye-
is.
My name's Yelheis, and my name is Yelkin.
Brothers?
You're not here.
Oh no.
That's their name, Yelheis and Yelkin.
It's nice to meet both of you.
Likewise. Give me another
I
perception
am
check.
Astra.
Because as they've been drinking, they've exposed their chest. In each of the center of their chest plates, there is a bolt that is in their chest. You can't tell if it's engraved or an item that you can take out. But it seems like the end of each bolt seems to have some sort of stone in it. Nice to meet you, Astra. And the one closest to you kind of looks at you and extends his arm, and he's like, "Hello, Astra."
I will shake his hand.
Kind of looks at you confused because of the way he presented his arm. He's looking for you to
Oh.
grab his. It's more like he was like opening up his forearm for you to grab.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
I misunderstood the situation. I'm a child. This happens normally. I will let it slide.
It's fine. He shakes his head and he's like, kind of smiles at you. So what brings you to Devourer's Delve, such a young child, especially by yourself?
Putting on Dane into the college.
One of them kind of coughs up their drink. What? Like, are you apprenticing with anyone?
I already have a letter of recommendation.
Bullshit. They're both kind of just saying that over and over again. Bullshit, bullshit.
An ally has been slain.
You only got one letter of recommendation, didn't you?
Ally has been slain.
Only one.
Yeah, from the pixie guy.
No, I got one from the other guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me see that. Let me see that. Let me see your recommendation, kiddo.
I will show it to him.
They're kind of reading that, and they're like, Augustus gave you this. Very optimistic young man. He actually he did a favor for us when we first went to when we first crossed Devourer's Pass.
Oh, what was
Yeah.
it, if I may ask?
Oh, he gave us a special bow tip that allows us to uh, work around certain maneuvers. They both kind of look at each other and kind of like give each other a grin. So what did you do to get his approval?
Demonstrated my spellcasting ability.
Oh, he's a very optimistic fellow. I hope. Well, and he hands you back the letter. Best of luck to ya.
I appreciate it.
I would say you probably talked to him for about a good hour about their adventures. So I'll paraphrase. They have been to Devourer's Desert and only a part of the Fiery Wasteland, Fiery Fort. And they say
Okay.
you never want to visit Fiery Fort, and they say that in the most in a very serious tone and blank face.
Is it that bad?
The people that live there, they almost don't seem human or alive. They just don't go there, and that's where I will leave the subject. And his and the other one that's sitting furthest away from you, Yelkin. He like his hand, you can see his hand kind of shaking a little bit, and just like almost like shell shock in his eyes.
Noted.
I would say
I'm
that
not.
I'd say that goes on until about 10:30. Ro and Astra didn't do anything eventful, so you go back to you head back to the inn, and then go back to the potion shop. And you get there around, I would say, 10:45.
All right. Before I go in, are there like windows in the other shops?
There are windows in several shops.
Okay, I'm just gonna go outside and kind of like fix my hair, you know.
Are you going outside of her shop or a shop next to it?
Shop next to it so she doesn't see me do this.
It is dark out. It is dark outside.
Do I have?
So you'll have to pick an illuminated shop.
Yes.
People look at you kind of funky, but nothing too out of the ordinary.
Fine. I just realized I could cast Mage Hand to scratch my back. Oh my god.
Okay.
I could cast Mage Hand to scratch my ass.
Yep.
I
I feel bad. There's some people in this world that would benefit from
Sorry.
spellcasting, and you're one of them that wouldn't.
Sorry, I'm just realizing the uses. Mage I could Oh!
Yep, I was waiting for that.
Oh my god.
I would say, how quickly are you getting your hair ready? Because you do know, I would say you do know what time it is, considering that the shops say they close at 11. A lot of the shops where you're at say they close at 11 with the posted numbers, and you see people kind of packing up, some people blowing out their lights already early.
Oh, it doesn't take that long.
I don't know. So 10:45, I would say probably. I would say still takes like 5 minutes at a minimum.
Make sure my bow tie is nice and straight. bow tie last time. Nice yellow one. Yellow goes good with green. My cloak. It's all fancy. Realized I should have bathed. Well, too late now. Alright. Right. Gonna pump myself up.
You
Everyone's
consider your
probably-
character sweats very easily?
Probably not that easily.
And
But
I would say that if you smell yourself, you can still smell the bath you took the night prior because you guys only ended up like a half day away from Devourer's Delve,
oh
and
yeah, that's right.
you
So
in particular didn't really do much.
I'm not that smelling bad. All right.
No, you can actually, I would still say that you smell fairly well considering the other people you've passed in town.
All right. Rowan's probably never been on a date, and Justin doesn't have that much experience with dates.
So you've never been on a date before. Okay, perfect.
Let's fucking do this.
Time for disadvantages.
Yup.
All right. So it's I'd say it's 10:45 now, and then you're about to enter the potion shop.
You said it was 45 when I got there.
10:45, so yeah, it's about 10:50. You walk probably another 5 minutes to get there because you probably didn't want her even catching a glimpse of you getting ready.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you show up at the shop at 10:55.
All right. All right. Do last hair kind of swip. All right. Ah! Oh god. Justin is so excited. All right. Ah! Okay.
You ready to flirt with me, sweetie?
Oh god. Oh god.
Jo-
Alright,
Jo-
I'm
Jake,
gonna cast message to myself.
Oh my.
And say, okay,
Austin's like
got
ready to
this.
click clip.
Oh, casting message to myself to talk me up. All right, you got this, bro. You got this.
Oh my
You got
god.
this dinner date.
I like-
You got the
I like the like
perfect
flicking of like you're in like fucking what is it? I can't remember the play. Just like the snapping.
West Side Story.
Thank you.
Proud of myself, Mr. Theater Major. All right.
All right, continue.
All right. Lights are still on in her thing.
Yeah, you would see her in the window.
Right. All right. Ah! All right. Go. Open up the door.
Oh, we're closed. Oh, it's you.
Hello there.
What can I get you today?
Well,
She goes by. She goes behind the shelf and goes behind the counter.
Well, I was hoping for a date, perhaps. Now?
Oh, that's what you meant when you said you were coming back. I guess like,
reservations for some food.
well, I
Okay.
can't turn up a young man willing to buy me food. But let me just grab something real quick before you take me out.
Of course.
She goes back and you hear,
The shotgun.
and she comes out with a dagger and she's like, "This is gonna go in your dick if you try anything on the street." And she goes behind the counter and takes a swig of something. And she goes, "Whew. All right.
Well, I assure you, nothing like that was gonna happen.
Can't be too safe now." And blows out all the lights and you guys walk outside and she locks the door.
All right. I extend like my my elbow, for her to like wrap her arm around it.
Honey, you've only bought one thing for me today and then show up at 11 o'clock to ask me out for a dinner. We'll see how the walk goes before I decide to even touch you. As you can see, she did not sheath the short sword or the dagger.
Well, that is fair.
Are you from around here, sir?
Not originally, but I've been through.
I've never even gotten your name yet.
Oh. My apologies. My name is Rowan.
Hmm.
Originally from the Forest of Plenty.
Okay, that's kind of a bit of a ways away. What brought you down here? Oh, excuse me. My name is Elijah.
Elijah.
As she kind of curtsies because I figured you
Isn't that a
bowed when you said
man's name?
Rowan. Nope, not the way it's spelled.
Then is it Alicia?
Not the way she pronounces it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
that's right. I like to fuck with you. But what brings you down here?
Uh. God, motherfucker.
You know, we've been waiting a week for this.
We have.
I can promise you everyone is
I
listening to this.
I was writing down her name in the note sheet
Gotcha.
just so I don't forget. Fuck, what'd you say?
What brings
Justin
you down
forgot
here?
that this was happening. So,
Yeah, it's my first date. I'm already forgetting everything.
well, me and some traveling companions are on our way up to
Paradise Palace, I believe. Or no, Mount Sacred Checkpoint.
yeah, Mount Sacred Checkpoint for some business.
Wow, that's that's about a checkpoint in a city away. Where are you? What business do you have so close to Mount Sacred? You're not one of those religious nut jobs, are you? And she kind of
Oh,
jumps away a little bit.
oh no, not. Slipping into British. Out it out.
You,
No,
you cut out a little bit, Rowan.
Justin was cutting out. I was slipping into British. As Southern and British are kind of similar. No, no, no. No.
No, this is canon. This is canon. You're stuttering with your words.
Yeah, yep. No. I am not. No.
And what business do you have down here? What's your profession, sir?
My
She has the dagger
profession.
pointed at you.
I. I. It's a noble profession. I work with the law, catching some outlaws.
That's a weird word, law, an outlaw. So what are
Out.
you, some sort of moral crusader?
Ding 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 ding.
Not necessarily.
Bingo, everybody.
So who
I am
exactly do you hunt, sir?
I am a bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. She kind of gets a little closer and puts the blade down. Now, why are you bouncing around the subject so much? And she kind of crosses her arms and starts walking ahead of you. You're not proud of what you do?
Well, I just wasn't sure of what your opinion of me would be. I
I
didn't know your
mean,
opinion of the subject.
bounty hunters are my top sellers. And in my opinion, the most charismatic.
She also said that. Yeah, and she already knows his profession. That was like the first thing they talked about last week.
Oh, was it?
Yes, that's why he
Asking
knows.
you twice to make sure that you're not lying.
Okay.
Lovely.
Just wanted to make sure you guys remembered that part of the conversation from last week.
Okay.
Sorry, you just like trailed out for
Yeah,
like
like you were walking
last-
away.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot. Leave me alone. I'm like my
I
notes.
forgot to.
I'm new to DMing and my notes are shit. I only have a lot to work on, so shut the fuck up, Austin.
I don't take notes because it's always a mess.
Yeah,
And
I know,
somebody
I'm learning
remembers.
that.
Somebody remembers eventually, right?
Anyways, she still asks you because she kind of looks at you like like almost like she is gauging this interaction.
Right. Now, I would ask what you do, but I kind of already know.
And you assume I only do one thing. You can't handle a
Well,
woman that's multi-talented. And she kind of like shoots you a grin.
I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, then how did you mean it?
Oh, how does it
Well, all
work?
I know is you're a pretty lady.
And that's all I am?
Of course, you're a business owner, and looks like you know how to handle yourself.
Cut a few people once or twice.
Yeah.
As she starts picking the dirt out of her nails. Where are you taking me, anyways?
Um, um, uh, I give her the name of the inn,
Yes.
a prancing pony.
No, it's the horseshoe and the mount inn and bar.
The horseshoe and the mount.
Yep.
The horseshoe and the mount.
Oh. Heard they have wonderful food there and quite nice ale. You wouldn't be trying to take this all night, are you? As she kind of grins a little bit when she says that.
Well, I guess that's really up to you.
Hmm. A man that lets a woman decide. I like it. Give me a performance.
Oh fuck.
Because I need to, because you said this was your first
Uh-huh.
interaction. This is your first date. I need to see if you're trembling or not. See
Oh,
how
I'm
Oh.
composed
probably
you are.
trembling. Ah! Oh,
As she kind of gets closer to you, your instincts as a bounty hunter kick in, and you kind of try to go get a little air room between you two. So as she kind of tries to get closer, you kind of try to gain space.
I must apologize. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't done this in a while. And when I say in a while, I kind of mean ever.
That's fine. I could tell that you were new at this when a bounty hunter begins to shake in the presence of a woman. I guess, and a man too, but usually they only do that when they feel like they're outmatched.
Got her name. Ooh. That was out of character.
It just burps right in your fucking face. I'd burp back, but I can't.
Fuck, what was her name again? Elijah. So, Elijah.
Again, that is a man's name.
Wow, so sexist as this. No wonder you're in
It's
such a strict relation.
biblical.
I
Do you
would
think
take
I've read the Bible?
It's motherfucking biblical. What do you mean, motherfucker?
I've
And
never
my
read the
name's
Bible.
Alex, and the only Alexes I know in history are men. But
Well,
that
you
doesn't
can
mean
go-
women aren't named Alex either.
You can go suck penis. Alright?
Hey, that
Alex.
wouldn't be without the realm of possibilities.
You know what?
What?
Maybe you should have that party in Austin, Texas.
Hey, I'm the one leaving. I need him to do it. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about who blows who here. Continue.
So Elijah, do you do anything else besides being a business owner?
I'm the one that actually makes the potions in my shop.
Oh, really? Very.
Yep,
Damn it.
I'm an alchemist.
An alchemist. Now
I
that
dabble a little bit in enchantment, but still a little novice at that.
Oh yeah.
I have Augustus help me once in a while.
Yeah, Augustus gets around.
But he's a
So
little
you-
too much of a slow talker for me.
So you perform a little bit of magic, I see.
I dabble, but it's mostly imbuing objects and potions with it. I can't really do much besides that. I
Well,
mean, again, that's just it's a skill craft I like to hone.
well, let's. Damn it, it's verbal. Damn it, never mind. Quiet spells have to be verbal. Damn it. God damn, I was gonna do a thing. It's not gonna
I
work.
mean, you can still try it if you want.
I'm gonna stealth, verbal cast Mage Hand.
How are you gonna stealth in front of this woman that is looking at you as you're talking to
I
her?
don't know. I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try.
You just
You know,
imagine
like-
you're on a date and then this guy like disappears and then casts something in the shadows.
I was gonna like ask her to guess how many fingers I have behind my back, but then have the Mage Hand have a third hand, so I could have a total of 15.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's verbal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stealth away and then cast Mage Hand behind myself.
Yeah.
All right, so
Irby, I'm not gonna lie, kind of fucking genius.
I know, right?
if only.
Yeah, Bruce Almighty kind of thing.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. All right, go ahead.
I'm a kind of a spellcaster myself. Just a little bit, though, not too much.
So are a lot of bounty hunters.
Wow, kind of shutting down you entirely.
She's looking at you with still a smirk. You can kind of gauge it as a challenge.
Oh, should I? Oh, no, I don't think that'd be good.
Is mage handing an extra hand that impressive?
It's like when a guy says, "Yeah, I play football." Okay, how good are you at it? Fucking show me, bitch.
Gonna cast Disguise Self and look like her.
Oh, that's just creepy.
Yeah, that's creepy. So
No, do it, do it. I want.
That is a faux pas of dating.
I don't know. Try it. Don't give a fuck.
That's a weird word that you just said.
Like
So what
party
do you do?
foul.
Do you actually cast disguise self on yourself and look like her?
No. 'Cause that'd be creepy. But then again, wait. I'm gonna do an intelligence check. Is this a good idea? It's a good idea to
I
make.
think that would be more of an insight because you're trying to see if she would like it.
Okay.
You can gauge she wants you to show her something impressive, but you can
Alright.
tell that she's not shy from any. She's not shy by any means.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self to make me look like her.
Huh?
And she's like, "Now that's the cutest you've been all night." And then she finally grabs your
Yeah,
arm.
it's not going much better, Josh. He's going to the bathroom and he wants me to keep him informed on the train wreck, and I'm like, it's not gotten better.
But that's what she does. She's like, "That's the cutest you've looked all night," and then she grabs your arm. As you're still looking like her.
Oh, she's in the women.
She's into herself.
Ah!
Cast for now. But I can only cast it once per long rest.
All right, so you're approaching. You're now approaching the inn.
I eventually turn back.
And she's like, "I can't say I'm disappointed." She looks at you as you change back.
Memes? Oh, memes. Oh, Centaur riding a horse? Oh god, yeah. Alright, I open the door.
As she enters the establishment, because you're holding the door open for her, she sheaths her dagger.
Right.
And there's
Is-
no one there. She
No
thinks
one
the
there.
place. She's like, "Isn't this place closed right now?"
Well, since you didn't have, since, since you were off at such a late hour, I had to make a special arrangement
What kind of special arrangement?
for the owner to stay a little longer to make us some food.
Oh, that special arrangement. As she takes her hand off of her dagger. Okay. So, we have the whole dining room to ourselves?
Looks like it.
Okay, so where do we sit? There's like several different places.
I'm gonna roll a d6 and we go there.
There is one spot with a tablecloth still left on it.
I go to that one.
Ironically, that was the number you rolled.
Oh yeah, baby!
He didn't even look at the table. Oh, it has
No, he
tablecloth.
didn't. He didn't even look to see if there was a table made.
Didn't even look.
But you like look around, you're like, that one. That one looks nice, and
It's like, yes, it does.
it's the one with a single it's the one with still like a candle on it, and there is a pitcher of water and honey ale.
Is
And
he
tablecloth.
in the bar?
He's in the dining room now.
He's in the end. Do I see him?
No, everyone's gone now.
Oh,
So you would have gone back. You would have probably gone up to your room, unless you chose to stay.
No, I would have chose to stay if everyone left. I just wanted to see.
You can stay on the steps. I would say if you wanted to stay, you would have gone to the steps.
Okay, I'll stay on the steps.
You
then.
can't hear anything, but you can watch discreetly. But you have to give me a stealth check. What is your passive perception, Rowan?
Passive 17.
You see Astra on the steps,
Do I
kind
see
of like
that he sees
kind of like
me?
staring at you.
Do I see that he sees me?
Yeah, I would say that you kind of see him kind of glance at you. It depends on what Rowan does next.
I don't make too much of a big deal.
I'm gonna shoot him thumbs up.
Thanks. Damn it, Mage Hand! Why does Mage Hand have to be purple?
All right, so you take her back to the table.
Take her to the table. Yep.
All right. As you make noise with the chairs, you kind of hear a shuffling in the back. A guy kind of and the owner peeks his head out and he goes, "Ah!" And you kind of hear like a.
Ah, brilliant. It looks like he's already starting the food for us.
You have a couple minutes to talk with her before the food comes out.
Shit.
She's sitting there like drinking like she like chugged the first glass of ale like, oh my god, this is good. She pours her second glass.
Sorry, that just reminded me of my play.
Wonderful. Cannon. Can't handle your arrow.
Oh god. Shit, what do people talk about?
What do they talk about? That is a great fucking question there, sir.
I don't know.
She kind of sees. So you're probably sitting there in a little bit of silence.
Yeah.
So
Probably see
where
the
was
puzzled
the
look on my face.
where was the last place you visited?
Paradise? No. I don't want to say Devourer's Watch. Don't want to. I don't know her opinion on the Devourer.
You said you were from, and she probably sees you still kind of going, she'd be like, you said you're from the Forest of Plenty?
Yes, the Forest of Plenty.
So I hear that when people cut those trees down, they grow back in a day. Is that true? Yes, it's true.
Yes, it's true. Yes, it is.
Interesting. So you must have a whole bunch of wooden homes in the forest or outside of it?
Well, yeah,
Did?
yes.
I don't want to get too personal on a first date, but did something happen?
Yes, I was off on a hunting trip, and when I came back, uh, it was all on fire.
Oh my god, that's terrible. And she grabs your hand.
Yeah, just a random group of bandits. No idea who.
That's why I like to stay in these walls. The only people you have to worry about are those that are on the streets, and I've been here my whole life, so all I need to do is scream and anyone would come.
Yeah. And
But it's
you know,
nice.
it
What?
has been really hard.
Well, I'm sure it
Yes,
has. Is that why
It's
you
where
travel?
yes, because I really don't have a home right now.
Hmm. Well, some people like to. Their home is the road, and others their home is more established.
Yes.
But you make family as you go.
Yes.
So where have you been traveling since then?
Well, all around, really. Being a bounty hunter takes me quite a few places.
So you probably go to the Devourer's desert quite often.
Yes. The desert capital of the free is kind of my home base, if you can call it.
Trying to find where that is. She would take her hand away and she'd be like, "You liar."
What makes you think I'm lying?
Because a bounty hunter would have been killed on spot if they entered the capital. You'd have probably disguised yourself, Rowan, to get in, but you wouldn't have been able to kill anyone there.
Okay, Justin didn't know that?
Nope.
Okay.
The capital of the free and desert capital of the Devourer, both of those are primarily housed by Ganassi, so any bounty hunters would have been killed if they would have entered. Unless they were not. You were probably went there on a hunt for knowledge, a bounty hunt for knowledge.
Okay. Uh, I tell her that.
Oh, so you must be quite skilled if you were able to take on that high level of a mission.
Well, I do have my
Yes, yes, I am.
head. Yes.
So tell me, what other skills do you have besides lying
Mhm.
and killing? As she takes a hefty swig of honey ale.
Oh God. God, what other skills do I have besides killing? I have a skill. I don't think being nervous around a pretty lady counts.
Composure can go a long way, but those men that have killed for a living that can't hide their emotions, they earn my respect. And as she says that, the guy brings out kebabs and roasted potatoes.
Oh, thank God.
Does the
Kebabs.
guy see me?
Does the bartender see you?
Yes. I'm asking if anyone else sees me. Since he
No,
walked
you're a pretty small dude. Or
Oh, man.
doodad. Doodad. So she kind of immediately starts
Food is
just.
a gender neutral term.
She like immediately starts devouring the food, and she's like, "Sorry, I just haven't eaten since noon."
Oh no, please. Alright, then I start digging into.
Digging into what?
Who knows?
Yeah, I'd say you guys don't talk for like 15 minutes as you're just eating everything.
Nom nom nom.
And she
I
kind of,
see they're made for each other.
and then you guys kind of finish, and she's just like, "Well, that was a lovely meal you got ready for me."
You are quite welcome.
But I must be honest, if you were intending for anything else tonight, You might have to wait a couple more dates. I'm a little prudish.
Enemy killing spree.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Enemy
Mm,
double
I knew you were a gentleman.
I don't know how long I'll be staying in this city, though.
But you know where to find me. Would you like to walk me home?
It would be my honor.
It is getting late. Alright, so you walk her home.
I
It's
make sure to leave a couple. I'll leave 2 silver on the table.
she notices. She kind of perks up by that sight. So I'd say you have until 10:20 to talk to her, and then I'll get to everyone else.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep, you got 6 minutes to talk to her in real time.
Oh, God. Why does Justin have to be so
Yeah,
introverted?
that's right. I'm fucking making this a race, and I'm making you start the conversation.
So, what got your interest in alchemy?
Money.
Let's see. Where did
I
you,
guess-
learn?
I learned from my dad, and then he went to Freeton, and then wanted to go into the forest to want to test out one of his potions to see if he could actually make it to the watch without succumbing to the forest itself, and he just never came back.
Oh,
Mom became a whore. I refused to follow suit, picked up his practice, and here I am.
ace.
well. You turned out just fine.
Better than most of the people here.
I haven't had the opportunity to drink one of your potions, but I believe it will do the trick.
Well, I hope you never have to take one of the potions I just sold you. She remembered giving you health potions.
That would be ideal, but
And I hope you don't think that you're going to get a discount because you treated me to food.
oh,
I'm
no,
now
of
tempted to
course.
give you more of a full price. Just off
Oh.
of merit.
Was it discounted in the foot? It was discounted in the first place. Oh,
She gave
no.
you she gave you a 2 for 1. Or 1 for half off. 1 and 1 half off.
Yes. Oh no, that is not what I was intended at all.
But I hope you don't go to any of my competition either.
Oh, of course not. Now I will make sure to spread the word of how great your business is compared to the others.
Well, I appreciate it. Even though I already have a pretty good following, it's nice when other bounty hunters come looking for high grade healing potions. That's my specialty after all.
Yeah. Um. So, you said you've lived in this city all your life, but have you traveled at all?
I tried to go to Fiery Keep to see what all of the talk was about, and I was underwhelmed. I went to Lost City before it became before it came Lost City a waste, and frankly, I can't. I'm pretty sure it was always a waste.
Yeah, it probably was. Well, anyway, so, say, say you live on the second floor of your shop.
Yes. Gotta make sure all of my everything stays there when I wake up.
Ah, I see.
I'd say you're
We're
just starting to see the shop in view.
yeah. Um, I am just at a loss for words.
Why is that?
I don't know. Uh,
I guess bounty hunters don't do much talking when they're on the job.
yeah.
Or on the hunt, I should say.
Why? Well, as we get to the
That's-
front door.
Yeah, you guys approach the front door. And she gets out her key.
Right. Oh. Oh God, this is the moment of truth.
She looks at you as you're kind of standing there, and she's like, "Well, you have my name, and you know where I now live and work. So if you ever want to pick this up again, you know where to find me." As she puts the key in to unlock her shop.
And if I find myself back in the Devourer's Dale after my mission's done, I'm just gonna have to try to find you again.
And I'll have to try to remember you.
Well,
Ouch.
perhaps this will make it a little easier.
Oh, nope.
And I
Well, I guess I should for a gentleman. And she gives you a quick kiss.
Oh.
And then as soon as she gives you a kiss, she jumps into the shop, slams the door, and locks the door.
Jesus.
All right. Just gonna make a quick save. Okay, I hold myself together.
At least until you get around the corner.
Until I get around the corner.
And he gets around the corner and goes, I'm going to let you describe to the party what you do as you walk back. I have been holding P for about 5 minutes because I wanted to see how this went. So I'll let you just explain to the stream and the party as you walk your 5 to 10 minutes back to the inn.
Alright.
He got a kiss from pretty lady.
I'm just like swagging.
Kiss on the
Like,
cheek. Like a fucking
yeah.
high schooler.
Hell yeah, you know it. I mean, my only date was in high school, so. Like, I'm just kind of like snapping my fingers, just bobbing along. Nothing could make this night any worse. I mean, nothing can make this night. What am I trying to say?
Better?
Nothing can make this a bad day.
Somebody stab him or mug him, please.
Astra's still waiting on the stairs for you to come back.
Correct.
I just wanted to make sure you were aware I had not went to bed yet.
Yep.
Wanted you to be prepared for that outcome. And it looked like it was going really downhill. I was gonna walk up and say, "Are you my new mom?"
Oh no!
Because it can only get worse.
Oh no! Oh god! Oh thank God!
If
God.
it looked like you were fucking it up real bad, I was gonna do that to you. Only if it looked like you were fucking it up, though.
Alright. But I don't think I was fucking it up. The food saved my ass. Saved
Yeah.
my
Alright,
bell.
so I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed because I
Yep.
Alright.
have to operate heavy machinery and I need to be somewhat focused.
Yeah.
That was fucking great, Irby. That was enjoyable
Thank you.
for me personally.
I enjoyed the hell out of it too. It's okay.
Oh god. Who knows how well that would go if that was in real life.
About the
Probably just
same.
as well.
About worse.
Oh. Because Justin doesn't know how to talk romantically to a lady.
You know, though,
Justin doesn't know how to talk.
Yeah, Justin
Yep.
doesn't know how to talk.
At least you don't have to answer the questions about murder in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen some lady? Like, there are there are, contrary to popular belief, there are women just as fucked up as we are.
I realize.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's we'll get close to wrapping up here. Going to go back.
Alex,
So now it's
I'm-
what?
I'm gonna get off, take the shower because I gotta be up earlier than normal for work.
All right, I was just
So-
about to get to you now, so I was gonna see if you guys were just
Okay.
gonna head back because it's about 10:45 for you guys right now.
Yeah, no, I was.
Well, we don't really have anywhere to head back to.
So you guys just
I,
keep pouring in?
honestly, I was gonna look to the guy that we've been talking to. It's like, how much is it for me to hide it, just like sleep on the ground in the corner, and you not to touch my shit?
I'm actually about to go home now, so it's more of other people taking your shit. But if you want a good inn that's secure, there's one about 2 blocks away.
I will take your advice.
All right, Thessus, do you do the same?
Yeah, I'm pretty much wrapped up here.
All right, you get there and there's a guy just kind of sitting there looking at you, and the rates are posted on a sheet on a shelf, and the guy has a huge scar on his throat, so he kind of just points to the sign and extends his hand, and it says 1 night, 2 silver per room.
I'll throw down 2 silver.
You can't
Oh, I actually
toss
have 2 silver. Hell yeah. I will.
Because-
I'll throw down a gold because I only have gold right now.
He'll toss you back 8 silver.
I will throw down 2 silver for myself.
All right, he tosses you each a key. And as you guys are running, as you guys walk up the stairs, he goes and he holds up a sign that says, food and drink not no food or drink included."
I just put a thumbs up.
I actually did the same thing.
So you
So
each
they
at the
both just-
same time
Just at the same time, just thumbs up and walk up the stairs.
gives you a subtle nod, and that's where we'll end it.
It's a
I'll say
bit-
you all get a long. I'll say you all get a long rest.
Pug, 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 pug.
Looks like we
yeah.
better.
I've
Hey,
enjoyed
2
my
silver for good
adventure.
sleep.
I've enjoyed my adventuring with Ronan. Rowan. Not Ronan. Ronan.
So I've gotten a little better with Tailspire. I'm understanding it better. So I'm pretty happy with it. It just looks good. That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
They just also recently added Marble Palace pack.
Oh yeah. So you're saying we need to make our people on Hero Forge.
Well, I don't.
For his
so-
campaign, if we're gonna do it.
Yes.
So it says till Tailspire will be getting Hero Forge support. It doesn't say when. I don't think it
Mhm.
has it yet.
Probably not. Probably that they're in the process of working it.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. You don't need to get it yet. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. Honestly, I suspect, because we'll probably do the start of it will kind of be a session 0 to go over the new rules I've added for crafting and stuff. So everyone's on the same page with that.
Radio.
And that'll be probably when all of you decide to install it.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Except for Irby, who probably still hasn't uninstalled it.
Tailspire? Yeah, I still have it.
All right, boys. It's been fun.
Yeah,
What
we'll
do you-
see you
Yeah,
guys
boys.
Sunday.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this stream and switch it over to what I've been doing in the background.
Are you gonna? What are you playing right now, Austin?
League.
Lead.
Ah, fuck off.
Fuck you.
I didn't know if you want to play a game or not.
Like what?
Ah, Pat.
I don't know, whatever game that we have.
Uh,
Hey Austin, you want Braum or Shaco?
I'll take this.
Alright. Alright. To the cage.
Yes, yes.
Also, Justin. Fucking love you.
Me?
Yeah. Spending time with Ronan has been great.
Oh god.
Yep. I'll see whoever's playing League in the cage.
Yep. Hello.
Yep. Let me just stop the stream. All right, the stream will be back up in a little bit, boys.